We're streaming.
I'm finished.
We're live.
Yo,
Are we live? Soy.
Hey.
Hold on. I just gotta update the stream.
Never mind.
Who is what's that construction in the background?
It's the
I'm
FBI.
sorry, I can't help it.
How do I edit stream info? Red Rumble.
Red Earth. Shit. Oh, grab it. It's a great game. Insert the coin. I can't even get the coin in the fucking game.
Can I give us like a trivia tag?
Play the tiger guy, the lion. He looks strong. Not this little weak guy.
There doesn't seem to be anything about
That's what we
trivia.
gotta play. Alright.
Okay.
This is fine. I don't mind this at all. Literally nothing.
Authors.
No. they're like, Thug, are you awake? Thug, are you alright? Okay.
Doug, are you alright?
Alright. Insects, anatomy, travel, book authors, TV characters, favorite.
Quiet insect.
Listen, insect. Quiet insect. Insect. Okay. I'm thinking insect for 400.
Alright, let's go.
Let's do the shit.
Ants use these appendages.
Oh, they call them feelers, right?
Antennae.
Antennae.
Antennas.
You spell antennas.
And
Antennae?
antenna.
A-N-T-E-N-N-A.
Antenna.
No, there's an E at the end.
Yeah.
It's A-E-S
Plural.
at the end.
AE.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not. Watch.
Yeah, there is, dude. Come on, man.
Plural, there is.
There's no E. There's no E
On
on
the
it.
plural.
Nice. Ow.
Thug's keen Googling says there's no E.
What did I fucking tell you, Melvin?
Listen. Thug's Google is a bit whack.
What do you mean?
Yikes. Let's go
He
suck.
made it himself.
Right,
The,
what are we going for
plural
next?
version of
Your
antenna
famous
is
names.
antennae.
Famous names for 600.
Yeah, let's go.
Go for 1,000. Go for 1,000. Let's get this.
Yes, Potato Boy. This is the pre-tournament stream where we warm up for the tournament. Yeah, this is on Fight K2.
600. He became Indonesia's... Oh, Suharto. Suharto, I think.
What?
Suharto.
What? Can you spell that for me, please?
Alright, it's S... and U...
Nice.
NNU.
No. It's S-U...
U.
H...
Come on, Chode. I believe in you.
SU what?
S-U-H...
H.
A...
A.
R... E...
Damn.
O...
Swarshel.
Come on.
What?
Thug doesn't know his Indonesia presidency.
What are you, fucking not Indonesian or something?
No, it was XXX. That face, though. Let's see if Jim knows, his Indonesian history.
He seems like the kind of guy who would. I believe in him.
XXX.
He doesn't know either.
You were close.
If it's not Swarshel, who could it be?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, that was close.
Sukarnov. Let's go 1,000 famous names.
1,000 famous names, all in.
All right.
Let's go. Daughter of former Confederate captain. This Girl Scouts founder. Juliet Gordon Lowe.
Did you just search that up?
No,
XXX.
no, I don't have internet.
Choice. Thug does not have internet.
Alright, Juliet.
Can you pronounce this name as Stillwood?
Alright. Can you spell Juliet? Alright, and then you do the space.
Whoa,
there.
what up to my pen?
Julia had 2 L's. Juliet Caesar.
And low.
Low. Okay.
Low.
Correct.
Yeah. Look at Thugs.
Look at those. I made it to $0.
No longer. Wait,
Listen.
what happens if you lose the game in debt? Do you have to?
You have to
the-
pay him. You have to pay him. Okay. Listen, lads, we all watch telly, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I love my television. I watch my parents every day.
Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't even get to finish reading that.
Cheers. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, the North.
How are we supposed to beat this roasty?
The timber eaters. Oh, these have to
I
be
feel-
woodlouse, right?
Oh no, but they have a different name in America.
Oh, do
Termites.
they? Oh, termites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
No. It's not termite. Wait.
What do they call? Wait, what do they call?
Woodlouse.
Woodlouse.
America.
In America, it's woodlouse. Or am
Okay.
I thinking the other way around?
Termites. You can see it's termites, bro.
You know how I know about termites? I watched ants.
Wait. Are we saying termites or woodlouse?
Oh, I know what he's talking about. That was a weird film.
That was a great film.
Termites may actually be the.
Remember that time they made a racing game for the PS2 for that?
You remember when they made a film called Planet 51, then teased a sequel called Planet 52, and it never came out?
No.
Do you remember?
Termites. Oh!
I miss
Nice.
Yeah, I was.
Planet.
Yes.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh, a stick! Oh,
Oh,
$200.
remember that guy on Fight Kid and Insect? Yeah.
hey Lowish, look, I'm like that ugly thing from DreamWorks. hey Lowish, look.
Sex. 600.
For which for 600?
Sex.
Sex.
Sex
What?
is an option.
Hey Lowish,
You mean
look.
Sex.
sex.
600.
For which for 600?
Just Insects 1000.
Sex.
Sex.
Sex
What?
is-
Sex 1000.
You mean
Sex.
sex.
600.
For which for 600?
Just Insects
Beyond
1000
sex.
dead.
Beyond this fucking dead.
What?
No.
I don't know what you mean. Anatomy.
Sorry, guys.
Do you mean
No,
anatomy?
insects.
Oh,
1000.
insects. Sorry.
Idiot.
I was very confused.
You generally are.
Ooh, cross under SPP. Let's go.
Anteater? No, I'm a fucking idiot. No, don't call it. Don't say anteater.
Armadillo.
Weevil.
Boll Weevil. Isn't Weevil a Pokemon?
Isn't Weevil a villain from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Is that Joey
that
Wheeler?
So
Whoa.
No, it's his cousin Jimmy Wheeler.
Ah, I see. No,
What is that?
I remember.
how's Thug gonna know that?
Look, Thug only knows 2 facts of life. Fuck the police.
Nose
Uh,
holes. Nose
Oh,
holes.
Bitch
nostril.
station.
Nostril.
He spelled nostril.
You can blow my hole anytime, if you know what I'm saying.
Just actual red.
What?
Piano, you that money.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, orifices.
Oh.
It's orifices.
Oh, it's nostril.
That was worded. That question was worded poorly.
John Rolfe.
Oh, it's his cousin Jim Wolf.
It's Jesse Wolf.
Oh my god. He's cracked the code up.
I really hope the answer to
Okay,
one of these questions.
Just because you're correct about the fact I'm a virgin, Kira, doesn't mean you have to call all of us big virgins.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Wait, Pocahontas wasn't even real though, not just a film.
Yeah,
What?
Kind of.
she was real.
bees poor.
Pollen.
Not the same story as the
No, not
Disney
pollen.
No, it
Wax.
wouldn't be pollen.
It'd be wax.
It'd be XXX.
Oh yeah.
I would say wax.
It doesn't actually
Sorry?
combo, but I keep thinking it does for some reason.
Substance oozes honey.
Wax.
No. Honey doesn't
Wax.
ooze from bees.
Right, fine. Is it? It's wax.
I'm gonna say wax.
No, it would not be.
I'm gonna say it. It's Dudley from Street Fighter 3, and the thing he's using is sexual energy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Right, I'm thinking wax.
Yeah, you're right.
I was right. Don't take this win away from me.
It's all he has.
All Thug was. Thug was right.
All right, Thug was correct.
Let's go Insects 1000. I'm feeling confident.
Thanks.
Insect 1000. I'm thinking we're good with insects.
Hated lady.
SpongeBob.
What did they mean by this?
What does it mean?
Butterflies.
Oh, I can't be
What?
Butterfly.
Ah.
Of course, Katie.
Gravel.
Oh my god. Katie scares me.
Duck. Big duck.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna guess it's Vietnam and Hanoi.
No, I think it's.
Beijing.
Damn.
What if? Okay, you know how the whole point of Jeopardy is that it's a reverse thing. They give you the answer. But what if the question was, "What is Beijing?" and then the answer was a duck that you can get at a
the
specific
open.
restaurant?
That could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Say
Well,
Europe.
except
In
XXX.
New York City,
New York.
Chinatown.
Chinatown. Where would Thug hang out?
Maybe it's just bizarre.
Bizarre.
Damn.
In this
Oh,
capital.
shit.
In the capital of Bizarre.
Correct.
Pretty sure it's somewhere in India, you know?
Bizarre is just a general term for that.
Yikes. Ow.
Wait, what's that place in Aladdin called with the merchant?
Of course.
Arabia?
What? London?
Agrabah?
Of course, Katie knows. Why wouldn't Katie know?
Yeah, London. Bone that
place.
vibrates.
What?
That's what do you put your foot on?
Funny bone.
This-
Oh,
Necks of my enemies.
Katie
Wait,
was
what's that
wrong.
fuck-
Is it stirrup?
What is
Stirrup.
XXX?
Yeah.
Funny bone.
No, well, you put your foot in a stirrup.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that though.
It's two
STIR.
R's. It's STIRRUP.
Okay.
Yikes. I thought I got to the end of the active frames. Sucks.
Stirrup.
Feels bad. Feels bad.
Ah, Thug rides horses. If you didn't know.
Escape the call.
Anatomy for 800.
Anatomy for 800.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Oh, that's the esophagus.
Oh, the esophagus is where the air goes. No, that's the windpipe.
I just got a
Oh, shit.
ES.
That's what they said in my
esophagus.
medical. The esophagus is where the wind goes.
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
no, esophagus is where.
Where's the
esoph-
liquid?
Yeah.
no, liquid and
Esophagus goes where the
they
wind
they
goes.
they
Okay.
both go to the like it goes to the stomach.
Esophagus.
Esophagus.
Esophagus starts with an O.
This is
No, it
American.
It's stored in the balls, you know.
This
Esophagus
is
starts
this is
with an O.
American. This is gonna be American spelling.
Do Americans have different spelling for
Yes.
parts of the body?
They started with E. I'm
It's spelled lung
pretty
without
sure.
the U.
I'm pretty sure they spell it this way.
Let me
Yes.
go for it.
Yes, they do.
Shit. Is that what it's spelling on startup?
You are correct.
Okay. Are we
Can we
going?
get a sound mod on Earth for just Jeopardy?
You are correct. Okay,
Let's
anatomy
go.
1000.
Every time you
Bowman's
put in the
capsules.
Bowman's capsules.
What
What's,
the fuck are Bowman's capsules?
you have like
Liver.
two. You have your
Or
liver
kidneys.
and your kidney. There's only two filtering organs, and you only have one liver, so it must be kidneys.
Damn. Thought it would hit.
Oh,
Kid.
There we go.
Knees. Right. Yeah,
There
are
we
correct.
go. Thug is getting somewhere.
Doug is smart. You wouldn't know it, but he robs
Oh, right.
people's kidneys.
go 600 for travel.
600 for travel.
Former home. Oh yeah, this is.
Oh, that's gotta be
Elvis.
Elvis,
Woo.
right?
Okay, there we
I
go.
don't know. It's Pennsylvania.
Dracula.
Michael
Oh, that's
Jackson,
Translate.
Wait, the former home of this.
lyricist.
Like, if it's
If
it's the king, you know, there's only Elvis was the king, right?
Yeah, he was referred to as the king.
King of what?
Fighters.
The king.
King of fight. King of Brazil. Is there an E here?
Yes.
Yes.
Pretty sure it's not Elvis though.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Elvis is from like Tennessee.
Shit.
Yo, dudes, I just realized tournament's gonna start in 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
That's
Shit.
enough time for us to win this game.
Honestly.
That's more than enough time for what we intend to do.
Press F3 when they're about to win. Wait, drag the
Oh, shit,
screen. That's
Jim!
win.
Jim, what are you? Oscar
Oscar
Hammers.
Hammerstein.
Hold on.
Who is Thug?
Oh, he's the musical
Yo,
guy.
welcome.
He
You
did
good?
South Pacific.
I'm thinking book authors for 1,000. We need the cash. We need the cash.
If we're gonna win, we gotta get those two 1000s.
Tales
Alright.
of the South Pacific.
Wait, this is South Pacific. Oh wait, his book. Fuck.
No,
Pearl
Katie.
Harbor?
Katie, no. Stop it.
James
XXX.
Michener. What?
Oh, she's fucking.
Got the
She's
1,000.
Oh
She's
god.
too good.
Daily Double.
Ah, she got the Daily Double.
Shit.
Are you guys watching the fucking the show?
What's it
Rude.
about?
We're playing the show.
Oh,
We're in the show right now.
Say hello
no
to the
way.
audience.
This sounds American to me. I don't know this.
I have no idea.
Come on, Jim.
Scott Pilgrim.
Jim, come on.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. Excuse me, this is my favorite comic book.
You know, you're the nicest boyfriend I've ever had. Yo, mom.
Whoa.
Don't ask. That.
You are
Ah.
incorrect.
I can't believe Thug
Okay,
doesn't know this book.
I can't believe Doug doesn't know how to read.
Oh my god, I forgot you lose money if you answer.
Come on, Katie. You should have had that.
John Bunyan.
Oh, John Bunyan. That's a name.
How you spell bunny?
Two of the best knowns. Who the fuck is Higgins and Wiggins?
CBS show.
No idea.
Oprah Winfrey.
Who?
What?
Jim knows this one. Alright.
Jim,
This is Yeah, this is American.
Jim, you're so far behind.
Oh, what was the British royal families?
Wait, oh fuck. Windsor.
Windsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windsor.
Oh, is it like Windsor Castle?
Yeah. Because they used to have a German name, then they changed it.
That makes
Because, you know,
sense.
World War Two.
Negative.
Not me World
Oh.
War One.
That was
Windsor.
World War One.
Yeah, I know. Leave me alone.
Windsor.
SQ.
SQ. That makes
Can't believe
sense.
Thug knows British history.
Oh yeah,
Thug,
he's a Brit. He's Dublin.
he's actually British, if you didn't know.
Whoa.
Okay. What do you think Thug knows?
TV characters for 600.
Of course he knows.
He watched The
Perry.
Office.
To the what?
Is
Soap.
this
I don't know.
Hot soap.
French principle here?
Benson. It's him, Benson, the gumball guy.
Who?
You
What?
watch Gumball?
Hello?
Oh no, it's the gumball, like the
Oh, shit.
fucking guy who's a fucking like gumball.
We have a
machine or
minute
whatever.
left.
We
boys.
have 1 moment. We have 1 minute.
A Reddit guy.
You should have said XXX.
Julius and Ethel.
Dude, you gotta put Reddit. Answers Reddit.
Oh shit. Our time's up, boys.
Oh shit. 50s TV family that lived in NYC. Okay, lads, listen.
Jetsons.
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 Yeah.
Hold on, Doug has this. His final moment of glory. How do I spell Jetsons?
What would you say, Jetsons?
Okay. Jetsons.
I not know how to spell the Jetsons.
Well, what if you get rid of the?
Wait, is it the? It's probably the,
Actually, I don't
right?
know.
It says who were the. It says who were the.
The.
It's already got.
No, don't put the twice. Don't put the twice. It's already written.
No,
Just put-
you gotta put the twice. It's English tradition.
Jesus.
Hey, here we go.
Oh
the fuck?
fuck. Lads. Lads.
I can't
That's
believe
it.
it. I can't believe it.
That's it.
Wait, are people playing right now?
I can't believe you didn't get it.
What do you mean? Are people playing right now?
Right, let me
'Cause, like,
pull up the
I hear
Reddit.
a lot of buttons being pressed, but I don't know if anybody's
Okay.
close to it right now.
Pressing buttons and joking.
We're officially playing Red Earth now.
Okay.
Yay, we're playing Red Earth.
Why the hell can I not see you guys then?
I can't see you guys either.
So awesome.
Uh,
I'm so
Wait,
excited.
are you guys on Fight K2? Is that the thing?
no,
No, I'm
we're
on
5K1.
5K1.
As was put in the challenge, it's 5K1.
All right.
It's
we
Fight
should probably
K1 because
announce
Peon
live.
is big gay.
Hey, listen, there's no issues with 5K1. Now, has everyone checked in? 12 out of
Yeah, you-
15 checked in.
What the fuck? I don't see you guys.
I know,
Who
like
didn't
apparently you
check
guys are
in?
playing, but like I don't see him.
I'm in 5K1 too.
Yeah, same. Here. Wait, are you in Fightcade Legacy or Fightcade 1?
Yeah, 5K Legacy.
No, go to Fightcade 1.
Fightcade 1.
Like
Uh,
standalone 5K1.
Yes, go to
Standalone, yes.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Right. Also, hello people.
Okay, everyone needs to come in They need to check in.
All right, hold on, man.
Just checking. I think I'm checked in, but does it say I'm checked in on the thing?
Checked in. Checked in.
I'm checking in.
I'm just checking in on you.
And then we can start the
Checking
tournament
in.
proper. In
I'm
fact,
checking
I've
in.
gotta hop out of
Okay.
this voice chat for a second. So just want to say welcome all to the first Red Earth tournament we're hosting, and if this goes well, hopefully we'll run a few more. But just for the moment, anyway, we're gonna be working on this one Red Rumble. We had a bit of a pre-stream there, Jeopardy. Looks like that was more popular than the actual stream because our viewers have dropped. But anyway, everyone should have checked in by now. Everyone who's got to play. So I'm just gonna give it another here. Say tournament is up, lads. And I might just link to my Twitch there, so everyone knows where to watch if they didn't spot it earlier in the challenge. And yeah, I'm just gonna process check-ins now, and we're gonna fly ahead with the tournament. I'm quite surprised, really, that we managed to hit as many players as we did. Like, it's looking like 15 players right now. I honestly didn't think we'd reach double digits, so that's quite good. I've gotta move back into voice chat now. The idea is, lads, try not to overwhelm the voice chat. Might even make another voice chat right here. Right, so if too many people are in the voice chat, I'm only gonna start inviting people in, just so this tournament sounds alright. But
It want to be a garbled
I'll
mess.
let people hop in anyway. Okay. We should start
That should
having
be
a
interesting.
look at the brackets.
All right,
Now.
let's reset
Hey,
that page,
so-
boys.
race, boy.
So are we watching every stream, or is we're just gonna pick
No,
them? Yeah?
we're not gonna watch every single one. I'm thinking I want to see Kane versus.
So how does this
69
work?
David.
Do we all just go at the same time, or like?
Yeah,
Oh, we
so
gotta wait.
okay, I'd
gotta
best explain this explicitly anyway. So if you look on the challenge anyway, the brackets are laid out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go round by round, and I'm gonna pick one or two games from each round to spectate, and every other game can go ahead and play, just to keep the tournament moving along. So for example, right here, I want to see Kane Temple versus 69 the Weed, and I also want to see where's Spoke?
Hi, hi. Oh, double actually showed up.
Ekums. There he is. Ekums versus Double.
Oh.
Everyone else play.
So it's first to
It's-
3, was it?
Yeah.
Was it- Okay, first to 3. Got
First to 3 or best of 3?
No thanks, mediocrity.
it. First to 3 or best of 3? Yes.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, first to 3 is who
Sorry.
wins 3.
Sorry,
Best of
I
3.
bet best of 3. We're best of
Okay.
3,
Right, best of 3. Got it.
and then we're gonna be best of 5 for anything that's got finals in it, which is fairly standard tournament practice.
Yeah, so basically the same thing as everyone else.
Yeah, there's no need to reinvent the wheel for this.
There is my boy.
You like the notation?
Sweet.
Aha!
Yeah, come here.
Where is that
All right,
boy?
so who are we watching first?
We're watching Kane Temple versus 69 the Weed.
Everyone else plays?
Opponent is
no,
in-
Everyone
there's
but me.
also Smoke versus Double the Fun, but everyone
Double.
else plays.
Okay.
Alright, come here.
Okay, Melvin, you got to accept first. I challenge first.
Ladies first, man.
Right.
No,
I
you
don't
gotta
want
go
to.
first.
I don't want to play by play of your games. So if you're playing, please move into another channel, because it's just gonna muddle up the stream.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll move you myself.
I'm sorry, I would move, but my opponent doesn't doesn't confirm whether or not we're doing this or not.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So we see here they're putting in their passwords. One of the key mechanics, one of the core. Oh my god, he messed up the password.
Oh,
fucked
What
up
a,
the
what a
password.
casual, dude.
We'll see if Kane's nice enough to reset. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's
So
a
in
nice
this
guy.
game, this
Can we
this
take
game-
those, Peon?
If you're mean, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
This game is a blend of an RPG and a fighting game, meaning that you actually level up your characters by playing the arcade mode. And as you progress in the arcade mode, it levels up your characters, unlocking new moves, abilities, and overall making them stronger. So you're going to be at a bit of a detriment if you're not, coming to the tournament with the strongest level characters, because those codes are just freely available online. And it looks like 69 the Weed has never looked up or heard of these codes before.
Do we want to add him and show him the codes, or 'cause, I think we
Listen,
just-
if Kane can look after him, that's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. God, I love this game's aesthetic.
Yeah, it's
Got a lot of,
gotta
really
be
interesting things.
one of the best looking arcade games to be released, to be honest. All the designs are awesome.
What I appreciate is really getting into Red Earth, even though I've literally only been doing it for a day. There's actually more depth to fighting other players than I initially gave it credit for. Because I honestly thought it was more of an oversight. I mean, just because
Yeah,
I know
this-
the whole arcade mode is against monsters and stuff. So that seems
Yeah.
like the main focus. Oh, I love this.
No, I think this was definitely created as a as sort of a tech demo for the CPS3, but they definitely
Oh,
tried
yeah.
to they tried to put their all into making it, very visually, aesthetically appealing, and the gameplay is pretty cool as well.
Aesthetically speaking, I feel like Hauser is just one big fat flex.
Hauser is I love Hauser. I
love-
wish
just
I
'cause,
could play as Hauser. He's got an awesome design.
Actually, kind of funny. I remember. See, one of my main things is pixel art, right? And
Pixel
I
art.
theorized for years. Ooh, Leo mirror. That should be cool. I theorized for years that Hauser was rotoscoped because he was too smooth.
Yeah, it's.
But,
I don't know
when
if
people
you've
hear
seen
rotoscope-
the other bosses in this game. There's another one. I can't remember the name of him. But he's like,
Totem guy with swords. I remember.
yeah. He looks
I
incredible.
remember. He's really cool. But I remember. I remember telling people, it's just I believe he's rotoscoped. I couldn't prove it. I was talking out of
Yeah.
my ass, but I was just I'm certain he is. And lo and
Thanks
behold,
for
a
the
dude came
the
forward.
whole smoke. Yeah, it's like
A dude came forward actually with that book all about Warzord. It's like this.
oh yes,
Japanese
the Japanese compendium thing. Yeah,
There's a reference in there of Hauser's original 3D render before he became a sprite.
that makes sense. I was thinking a lot of stuff in this game. They look too clean to be sprites. If you get me, they look like 3D renders almost, but they're actually sprites. So they must have rendered them in 3D. Converted them to sprites, then cleaned them up a lot, which is very impressive.
You can definitely tell
Considering
with stuff
this was 96, I think.
It was. It's really obvious with stuff like Leo's weapons, Tessa's cannon and wand, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because notice how they actually do a similar thing with Leo that happened with Captain America, where Leo is rendered, right? And they have the weapons on top of them, basically.
Yes, they're two different. They're multiple sprites.
Yeah, so that's like how you can easily swap weapons as Leo.
Yeah, same with the shield. His shield actually changes based on your level.
Such a cool game.
Yeah.
The fact that this game didn't get a home release with like more features is an actual crime.
It's tragic.
This game deserves so much
Unfortunately,
better
we
than
only
Uncut.
really got to see them again in Capcom Fighting Jam, and Capcom Fighting Jam, it's not like a great thing. Yeah, didn't
anybody watching
KOF
this-
13 basically do the same 3D to sprite thing 14? I'm pretty sure they did, and
They did.
it always
It was
makes
good,
me
though.
wonder why don't more fighting games do it. I've heard that it's a very expensive process, which nearly
Well,
bankrupted
Like,
SNK when they released KOF 13.
Like, consider the sprites are not only huge, but like you basically have to animate everything twice
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Like once during the 3D pass, and then another one where you actually like clean up the details and stuff.
Mm.
It leads to really nice sprites. Like they look really good. I've heard complaints here or there about the actual aesthetic of them, but honestly, more or less, they're not bad. God, I can't remember who's who. Right. Okay, so 69 Dweed is the default Leo. Swapping to Fire Sword, not sure why he's doing that.
Yeah.
Black Sword is
I don't
generally
think I don't think 60 on the weed has much experience in this game, and Kane seems to be going fairly. He's not going too hard on him anyway. He's playing nice. Oh, 69 the weed. He found a super. Leo has some very strong supers, I must say.
Oh, nice super cancel. I think he canceled
Uriwa.
from Standing Light Punch.
Yeah, that's what it
that's
looked like to
crouching.
me.
Touching Light Punch is also super and special cancelable, which is nice. He keeps on pressing that button. And it's actually not a bad like stagger tool and shit,
Yeah.
you know? I was about
Kane
to swear, but I
is
stopped.
really bullying with the jumping 4 right there.
Jumping 4 is just oppressive, especially if you
It
don't know how to
covers
deal with it.
both sides of the character, which is insane for a jumping button.
He went for a command grab.
Very
right there.
aggressive. It covers them
Is
both.
round one first to two or first to three?
It's got to be
First
first to 2,
First two.
and then we'll be going first to 3 in finals.
I think Kane just took a game earlier.
Yeah, Kane. That's
So, like,
Kane.
you get-
That's Kane
Yep.
sorted.
that's
Kane
Kane.
advances.
That's Kane.
So we'll be moving on to Smoke versus Double the Fun. Everyone else should be playing. Let's see how the brackets are progressing.
Let's see. Moon Zoo hasn't moved at all, neither has Beanock.
Yeah, like few games
Okay.
progress. I presume you're going to play yours
just
now,
one.
Beanock.
Double said what Double said what is just like my whole like mindset going into this. Time to get my ass kicked.
Well, listen, you know, you have to sort of have that perspective when you're new to a fighting game.
Definitely.
Especially a game like this, because there's quite a few things to pick up on. Maybe not intuitive things like that.
In my personal opinion, that's like one of the main hurdles that people like don't like about fighting games because they expect more immediate gratification, but that's just not how fighting games are intrinsically designed.
Yeah, you
Fortunately,
really
in order to get good and to like really get to the fun stuff, you have to get through that, you know?
you really got to
It's
reach
a
the
learning
starting
process.
line. Double the Fun, try to do some cool shit right here with Kenji.
Oh, errors.
Kenji, gotta say, one of the weaker characters in this game, if I'm perfectly honest. But he's got a
This
special
game is-
place in my heart.
Yeah,
Okay,
how do you
Beanock.
fuck up balancing for 4 people?
It's not that poorly balanced. But
What is Kenji then?
Kenji's like, he's probably like a B.
No,
Me
he's
too.
not.
Kenji more like kanji.
Kanji.
Get it? Get it?
Yeah,
Get it?
kanji, because you can't even read them.
Kenji gets a lot of damage. He can dump his meter in ways that no other character can, and he's got some
He's got a good
really
stun.
unique tools. It's just that you
He's
have
got
to
that
be
stun move. Like that stun move's absolutely fun.
yeah. The
I think
His
the only
reverse
thing
DP.
that really that makes him struggle is like due to like his normals not having a lot of range in comparison to a lot of the cast, and his
Yeah.
like actual like
His
meaties and
normals
stuff aren't amazing.
aren't that great,
Um,
and neither are his projectiles.
I mean, his projectiles are okay, but they're not as good as like Tessa's, especially Tessa's, because like
No.
you have to respect
No,
some of them.
none of his. Well, the flame pillar is very, very slow. The Kudai lose to literally anything, and I don't know. I suppose you could call his blade special a projectile as well, but you should never be using that. It's he's
I mean, he's
definitely.
got pretty
think
good
so.
combos.
I'd like to say he's the character with the most with the highest skill ceiling, if you get me. He's got a lot to explore in terms of what he can do and different applications of his moves, because all his he's just a toolbox character, you know. He's filled with tools. None of them are particularly strong, like Leo's insane buttons or Mei Ling's
It's kind of evident that like
aggressive
he
nature.
was. It's kind of evident he was specifically designed for the arcade mode. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the flame pillar is amazing on Hauser. That's not very good on like.
This is why we should have Hauser in the game.
This is a classic combo right here.
Why
Smoke
isn't
pulling
Hauser
out the
in Monster
combo
World?
monkey.
But like, oh, nice extensions. Ooh,
So
delicious.
you gotta really learn when to block your when to block with the guard advance, because if you don't, you'll lose a lot of chip.
you don't want to die to chip in this game. The
I appreciate that he used like short a fair bit to like stagger the opponent out. It's actually a decent button.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. To like stay in. I think it's fairly safe too.
he's playing aggressive with the jumping fierce right there. It's got a
Ooh,
very
nice chain.
disjointed
The
hitbox.
spacing with the chain is quite good. Like he knows where it's gonna land, so you know he's keeping his distance while using it. Because as far as I can see, the cannon air, I think that's heavy kick. It's 6. Yeah, that's pretty good for when you're up close. But like you're gonna want to use the chain.
You can definitely
and the
get
other
more damage than Kunai there. Snake or smoke,
Snake?
solid stake. But he takes it. He actually takes it there with the guard cancel, like, which goes to
Solid
show
smoke.
how strong the universal, the ultimate guard can be. Now we should almost be ready for round 2.
I think we're ready for round 2.
Yeah, we're ready for round 2.
What about
I
losers?
want to see Ghost Room Kane. Losers can just go ahead until, let's say, losers round 4. Ghost Room Kane, I definitely want to see. And then I'd like to see Mediocrity Melvin is a nice boy.
Right.
These are some of our most experienced players somehow beating each other this early into the bracket.
This is going to be a hard one. On the bright side, I play an extremely unbalanced, unfair character.
Yeah, it's Leo and Mei Ling are pretty nuts. They're pretty nuts in terms of this game.
Kane plays Mei Ling and Leo, and Ghost Room plays Kenji. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to. I know Kenji.
I'm-
Not Kenji. Ghost Room's got some pretty good execution, and his neutral's pretty solid. But I want to see how he can handle these 2 matchups, because they're just a pain in the ass.
Right, we got Kane versus Ghost Room here. They're just chilling.
I'm just chilling.
Kane is
Ooh.
bringing the Leo once again.
Oh, Tessa.
We saw him in round 1 with his Leo. Okay.
Just want to grill for God's sakes.
Seems like Ghost Room is playing the match.
Grill
with
on
these
the red earth.
Tessa, knowing that's probably going to be his best bet against Leo, since that's probably one of the big differences between Mei Ling and Leo, tier-wise, is that Mei Ling can actually deal with Tessa pretty well, but yeah, Leo has a bit of a problem with that.
Yeah, Tessa has some strong zoning. Ghost Room hasn't gone too aggressive with the zoning yet, but You can see here Kane has been taking a lot of damage trying to get in. But once he does get in, he smacks hard. He hits
yes.
hard.
Those normals do it. Oh,
Here are the ghosts. The ghosts to ruin your day.
yeah, you
More
gotta take
ghosts?
advantage. If you just block
Oh,
the
I
ghost,
don't know
though,
about
you
that
should
cannon now. Okay, another cannon.
Ooh,
That's all. Well, Ghost Room managed to pull another meter there. In this game, your meter is sort of measured by orbs. Orbs come out of chests. Chests spawn every time you get a knockdown on your opponent. So it's a good
really? I
idea.
thought it was just-
Yeah, off a knockdown. Well,
see.
most of the time anyway.
I think it's usually
Sometimes
just
it
one
doesn't.
one.
But there, you see a knockdown.
One of those many mysteries, like how does stun work in this game?
Yeah, it's
I was playing
usually-
with training mode, and it seems the longer you're in a match, the less stun happens.
That's quite odd.
Yeah.
See here, Kane controlling the space with the ridiculous DP off. Oh no!
Didn't somebody say the super wasn't very good?
Oh no! I wouldn't say that super is bad. Like that super, you get a lot of damage out of that.
Oh, that was horse shit. No fucking invulnerability frames.
No, what
that-
happened there was he hit the collision box and he was forced backwards and he ran out of
Oh.
iframes.
Oh.
Another thing
That was
about this game,
that was a very strange interaction.
for most projectiles, if you throw it out, even if you get hit, they will still be in effect. So
Yeah.
you can like get some wins just by having like a
We
rogue super.
saw that earlier with the ghosts from Tessa, where even though Kane was applying his pressure, the ghosts were still closing in.
Yeah, that makes it so you have to really pay attention to everything Tessa's doing, because you can't just try zone focus it. Like that was
See
good.
that?
That was good, because that immediately takes effect. And even though they both got knocked down,
Her
he managed to
fireball
get them.
commands a lot of respect. I don't know about usage of the cannon there, but
Ooh,
oh, there we go, cannon into cannon. Kane can. Oh, that actually caught him just at the edge.
yeah. I don't think he would have had enough time to guard.
Quite surprising.
Tessa really, Grostrom really out here proving Tessa is no low tier.
Oh, Deadly Rave Neo's in here. I was missing
Oh.
chat there.
Looks like Kane's figuring
Good to
out his
see you,
opponent.
Deadly Rave. Is you want to hear Leo's music? Is the music not coming through on the stream? It should be.
He's just doing parries.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's coming through, but it might be just a good bit quieter than the voices. I might turn up the sound on the game.
Yeah, I was having
Yeah.
a talk with Ultra Zoop about the different elements and how I believe the
Is that loud
electricity
enough,
super-
chat? Or I can turn it. How's that? Now it's loud. Okay, how's that now? I turned it down a tiny bit. Too loud. Okay.
Kane seems to have figured out his
How's
this
that?
matchup. He's staying as close as he can while also making sure he's not
We're-
throwing away any
We're
buttons.
gonna hit the delicate balance.
I think Kane should really start taking more advantage of the fact there are no anti-airs in this game, so he can just get as close
Yeah.
as possible. Because he seems to be throwing out a lot of normals in the air.
The only thing to really be scared of in terms of the air is getting chipped out, because you can't ultimate guard in the air, which
Oh, yes.
leaves you vulnerable to chip.
Oh, yeah, I was having a talk, and Ultra Soup seems to disagree with me, but I do think that the electricity element super is probably one of the best ones in the game, along with the ice super, because it just activates immediately.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like,
Ghost
Ghost
Room,
Room takes that.
he took that convincingly, I have to say.
Yeah,
it's very
damn.
good job. Sure.
Soy has been salty in the lobby, as things should be.
Oh god, it's me and mediocrity now, isn't it?
All those cannons were meant to. Oh, I know what you mean, Ghost Room. Yeah, you seem very very cannon happy there, Ghost Room, I must say.
Can losers
No.
play anytime?
Yeah, losers could play. We're going up to losers round 3, I think it is, which is like,
Okay.
or sorry, 4, losers round 4.
All right, I'm in with mediocrity.
You're in with mediocrity, are you? I suppose it was alright that you're trying to use cannon so much because you seem to be dominating the ground space a lot. So you always seem to have meter on hand, you know? In this game, it's kind of like a train, as in, you know, once you start winning, you keep winning because you get to control the space of the ground a lot. And when you're controlling the spacing, you can control who gets the meter more often than not. And for some characters, meter is very important. Oh, you got the full screen glitch there.
Yeah.
Full screen jump.
Ooh, that disjoint actually helped him because it avoided my advanced guard.
Mediocrity was not thinking that one through. There's the cannon, but you took no chip due to the ultimate guard. Yeah. Orbs max out at 3. And you'll notice the color of the orbs there. The color of the orbs indicates the elemental super. Because in addition to each character's 2 supers, there's also all the elemental supers. And you can change which super it is by pressing the start button. So we've seen there earlier the lightning elemental super. We might see another few in this set.
This is all about just pursuing Tessa and make sure that she doesn't get a chance to set up everything. Which can be a bit difficult because, you know, she's got some pretty good air game herself.
Another cannon, but cannon extends the hurt box, leaving you vulnerable to being punished. Looking for the tick grab there, but it wasn't there.
Ooh!
Oh, well, there's a trade in this. We're seeing a very solid life lead here. One thing to note is that every time the round ends, all the orbs are destroyed. So sometimes it's worth just grabbing an orb left on the ground before ending the round, just to have meter going into the next round.
Yep, definitely.
Ooh, Jesus.
I can see why no one plays this shit. This fucking game sucks.
What?
I think that was soy.
That was soy, was he?
Yeah, it sounded like soy.
It sounded like soy, alright.
Ah, Jesus, this connection is a bit choppy, I won't lie. But, I don't know. You'll figure it out.
There's only so much you can do when it's across the pond anyway.
Yeah.
Just curious, how is this game as a competitive fighting game? Well, I don't know if I'd exactly call this like a super competitive fighting game, you know? It's very fun. I don't think, you know, you'd be bringing this to Evo anytime soon, but
no.
It's just fun to play, and we're giving this a go as a tournament to see how it turns out.
I mean, it's been pretty interesting so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of quirks in regards to this game and how it plays.
All right, round 2. Let's see if mediocrity can take this back.
Like it might turn out that there's a lot of latent depth to this game, because we actually seem to discover something new every time we play this game. But remains to be seen anyway. All I could say is that the neutral is very fun to play. But I get a feeling that as people get better at the game, it's going to become more and more solved. This seems like a game prone to being solved, which is not something you want in a competitive fighting game.
Ooh, that was a good read.
Like,
well, not a good read. It's just unfortunately he pulled out a neutral.
Yeah. That was a poor choice of button to press there. Like, I suppose when you have a mechanic like the ultimate guard in place, it adds a good deal of depth to your game. Not as much as, like, say, third strike parry or whatever. It's more like a proto parry. Now that was one of the elemental supers there.
God, this game sucks.
People are bad.
Ooh.
How did your game go?
It's pretty bad. I blocked the cross up and I tried to block the holding attack. And
Who?
I can't block.
Was this Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo could be pretty whack in regards to pressure.
Yeah. It's just fucking unblockable.
Yeah, you gotta know how to get out of it. Now here we have Tessa's detonate. These balloons explode and they're unblockable.
Ooh, I just managed to finish the game.
But Melvin managed to close it out.
I got a GG's gamer from that.
GG's gamer. Right, we should be. Are we ready for round 3? Yeah, we are. So we watched the 2 in round 3.
All right. I played Yoshin earlier. He's got a pretty confident Leo, so this will be a bit of a difficult one for me anyway.
I am very scared, but let's do this.
So we'll be watching both round 3 games. So we're going to be starting off with Ghost Room.
All right.
So
Let's.
I forget. So this isn't like semi or anything. So this is just free, right?
Sorry?
This is still best of 3, right?
Yeah. We haven't hit, either winners finals, losers finals, or grand finals yet. So that's when it turns into best of 5,
I get you. Hey Melvin, you good?
No, we're gonna watch Ghost Room.
We're watching Ghost
We're doing
Room
it in order.
first.
Gotcha. I'll just
Yeah, versus melee. Meleeing's a lot of matchup. You really gotta like meleeing has very, very strong neutral control. So you want to have a good read on what the meleeing wants to accomplish and how the player plays. You need decent reads basically.
What's kind of scary about meleeing is the fact that, like, especially in comparison to other characters, you can just kind of decide what kind of playstyle she's going for.
Yeah, she's
really, like,
great at setting the pace.
Definitely. Especially stuff with like that flaming dive kick. I can't remember what the.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's plus, which is.
I don't know if it is, but I feel like it is.
Yeah, it feels plus, and she can combo off it on hit, so it's quite deadly.
Pretty brutal. Thankfully, like there are ways to like punish it and whatnot, but it's pretty brutal. Whatever the case, it's just really strong pressure.
Combo Monkey Smoke confused what to do when people block. Approach with teleport, but he's getting tagged by the ghosts here. Oh, just a cannon to the face.
Little note for fighting Tessa that I picked up is she goes against, if she fires the ghosts, just don't try anything. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, you really don't want to get hit by ghost pressure.
Because fireballs, okay, whatever. You send back, you take some damage, but the ghosts will actively hunt around you, and they will like hit you later on. So it leads to strings that like would otherwise be unsafe for Tessa, just being safe as fun. Just walk in and get whatever she wants.
And
do not get hit by ghosts, seriously.
A confident Tessa will also get, combos out of the ghosts, as in combos she wouldn't otherwise. And otherwise, it can lead to pressure, which can go into her unblockable command grab for the balloons, the explosive balloons. So ghosts really start off a lot of stuff for her. But
it's like,
Ghost Room really seems to know how to use her normals as well. The cats, any button with a cat is basically good, is the way to look at it. These dive kicks are mad.
Apparently the cannon is like, it has a lot of invincibility. To put on him for using that just to basically fire a safe fireball in order to get into range.
That ultimate guard was a little bit optimistic.
The thing. Gotta go for it sometimes.
Yeah, he was definitely pushed into a corner.
I like the dedication.
Now I have the... Oh, here we go. Kenji being beat. Oh, well, he got the ultimate guard, but no guard cancel.
I forget. What's the input for guard cancel again?
So it's a reverse quarter circle back.
Sure.
So it's like when you're doing a half circle forward, but you just stop once you hit the bottom, if you get me.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's literally just that. There's nothing else. You don't need to press a punch or anything. This is
Oh no,
brutal.
you press a punch or a kick. Each character has 2 guard cancels, one on punch, one on kick. Well, most people go for the kick because it leads to knockdown, which goes into pursuit, as Smoke just did there, which is more damage, of course, and probably better Oki, you know?
That garlic breath thing that Kenji does. I swear, I have been on the other side of Kenji and still got the fight.
Yeah, it's
Such
nuts.
a strange hitbox.
It really opens up a lot of stuff for Kenji, a lot of mind games, because it's not a move you want to get hit by, because it's a free combo starter for Kenji.
And the fact that like it leaves you airborne, so he can just do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and it's not
Whatever he wants.
it's not airborne in the regular sense of the combo system of the game, where you can only be hit by supers in the air, if you get me. I don't know if you've noticed this, but in Red Earth, once you're knocked in the air, you can then only be hit by supers. But if Kenji freezes you in the air with his reverse DP, that guy there, he can lead with a normal. So he can do that, then 5, and burn bar like that, or he can go 5-6 pursuit, whatever he wants.
It's a really good button.
That's the launcher there into big damage. You shouldn't have tested Ghost Room like that, Smoke. Ghost Room knows his punishes. The ultimate guard, well, it's got a relatively high reward. It's also got a massive risk to it. You do not want to be whiffing it.
The main downside is, as you said, whiffing it. But another thing is you can actually set up stuff so the opponent intentionally goes for that, and then you can go for stuff like a regular grab or a command grab while they're in the ultimate guard.
Yes.
Do to stop
They
it.
can't do anything like that. Because when you're in ultimate guard, you cannot, input any actions. Nothing happens unless your opponent interacts with you and hits you. You're just stuck like that. Okay.
It is brutal. Anyway, all right, let's do this, Melvin.
Yeah, let's see Melvin up.
Do I just leave or what do I do? Like,
You can stay in here if you want, but you're probably going to be hard pressed to commentate while focusing on your game.
yeah, I think I'll just.
Yeah. Oh no. Damn it. Looks like someone misinputted their code. Right. So we're seeing mailing again. Oh my god. My favorite Fightcade noise. This is the I can't connect.
Yeah, that was odd. It's just suddenly closed.
This is odd.
Oh, we'll probably have to reset 5K if there's an... Oh, yeah. Might have to reset Fight Kid.
Right, go ahead and do that then.
Alright. I was having a bit of problems connecting to Duttery early, but we managed to get it after a while. Let's hope it's not the case this time.
Okay, okay. Just gonna chill in the lobby for a bit. Anyone in chat still kicking? How's it going, lads? We're just waiting here to see if we can get a game off Melvin. How's the losers bracket progressing? Oh, losers is moving along. I can see these people playing are the losers bracket. Now, I believe Yoshin isn't he Scottish? As in he's only a short distance away from yourself, Melvin. Should not be hard to connect.
Yeah, I know it's a bit odd. We were having this problem earlier, but let's hope it loads eventually. I don't know if he's like closing the window too early on his side or something like that.
Right, so just a reminder, losers round 4 is going to be streamed.
It's all because it opened earlier too.
Yeah. And I just saw Smoke was in losers round 4.
Alright, connecting to server. I already did reset, man. Come on. Ugh.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to play around a bit.
Alright.
This is it. This is probably going to be one of our last hurrahs for Fightcade 1 anyway. Because you know, we're probably going to be on Fightcade 2 after this.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the legacy is pretty much the same as this, isn't it? Except different UI.
Well, we're not going to be using legacy if we're moving to Fightcade 2, you know? There's no point moving to legacy.
Man, this really is putting a bit of a halt to the flow of this, isn't it?
Yeah, see now. Can you connect with him now?
Alright. He's re-challenged me.
He's challenged you.
Yeah. On Fightcade 1, you know. For all it's good, there's always a bloody problem with it.
Yashin, you don't have to apologize for the hiccups in Fightcade.
We are in.
You're in, okay.
See.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna unmute the audio. I trust it's not burring. Mans never learned their lesson with Fightcade 1. We'll see.
Round 1, fight.
But we're gonna see here. This is basically a matchup of the god tiers of this game. I want to see how much Yashin knows about Leo and his game plan, because a strong Leo can shut down Mei Ling, but if he's not quite sure what the Mei Ling wants to accomplish, he's going to struggle. But he's playing it very solid right now. He's being patient with his buttons, trying to avoid the Mei Ling danger zones. See their ultimate guard to avoid the chip, but no punish with guard cancel. Just keep DPing. It's got iframes. It's gonna work. And a lightning, a solid lightning, full screen punish for 1 bar. What would be the tier list for this game? There's 4 characters, so it's you could contest. You could contest between Mei Ling and Leo. Either of them are fighting for top. After that, I think I would say Tessa, but I'm not sure quite how good Tessa would be. Like, if you were to put Leo and Mei Ling in S tier, Tessa could be high A or low A, if you get me. Like, I don't think we know just enough about her at the moment to figure it out. Then Kenji's probably a B, but that doesn't mean that we won't discover stuff about him that will make him an A, if you get me. Melvin, after taking back that round there, what I want to see is more ultimate guard punishes from Yashin here. He's Leo has a 360 and a 720, which lead to some good bits of damage. And even if you're not confident with that motion, you can just wait for the ultimate guard to run out and start a combo of your own off that as they recover. Right. Nice grab for Oki. Gets a chest, but unfortunately Yashin did not pull that orb. Melvin managed to roll into it. That's another aspect of the Oki game. Sometimes you want to roll in ways that might not make sense, unless it's to pick up meter. Melvin once again feeling pressured by these buttons. Not quite sure how to handle them. But he has his damage down, he knows it's B&Bs, but that's the chip. Chip kills in this game. Chip is very important in this game, especially for a character like Leo with huge normals, meaning you're almost always in his reach. Does Leo even have combos? You know, does Launcher Pursuit count as a combo? Does Launcher Pursuit count as a combo?
No.
Probably not. I think he can cancel some normals into super. Like, I think he can cancel his light punches. But I want to check. Yeah, you don't need combos. You got big. Oh, there's a 360. And it vacuums as well, that 360. That 360 is nuts. Plus, it's got some odd properties. Like it can reversal through things. There's Mei Ling's command grab. Both of these characters are command grab characters. Leo has to be very careful about wind because he's actually a character that takes extra damage from wind. Every character has an elemental weakness in this game, and wind is Leo's. Wind is usually not that great of a super, but against Leo, it's devastating damage. So I don't think Yashin knew that, and I honestly don't know what's going on with Mei Ling's hit grab there. That move is so strange. It seems to iframe through things, but I don't know exactly how it works. Yeah, unfortunately in this game, each character only has 2 palettes, I'm not sure why there's only 2, but Capcom couldn't be bothered, I guess. Like, in Third Strike, there's like a lot, like a dozen palettes for each character. Yeah, there's an active PAL modding scene for this game. People seem to really like PAL modding it, even though it seems like a pain in the ass to PAL mod. Okay, nice DP there. Jumping 4, always annoying to deal with. I can't vouch for Leo being fun to play against. I can vouch for him being fun to play as. Yeah, that ultimate guard was 100% getting punished. Yeah, bro, you could make any color Leo you want.
Damn, I just got.
You got gamered.
Yeah, it's that smoke, not that smoke, that Leo matchup.
That good shit he's smoking.
Yeah, what are you smoking, Leo?
Fucking, he never even did.
Oh, no.
He never even did jumping down 5, like the god
Oh, yeah.
Leo turns himself into a missile and rockets towards the ground.
OP shit I've ever seen.
It's honestly ridiculous that they made a move like that. Same with just regular jumping 5. The hitbox on that guy is, I don't know what Capcom was thinking.
I should have played that more safe, because the whole thing about mailing is that usually you can just do whatever the hell you want, but in that specific matchup you have to really just wait out the normal throws.
So you're saying you stopped getting carried by your top tier
And
and you lost.
yeah,
Man. Okay, we're gonna move on to losers round 4 now.
we've got Smoke versus B-Knock.
Smoke versus B-Knock.
B-Knock's gone. He started today, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how you fare against Smoke.
I don't actually know. Who are you playing as, B-Knock?
Playing as Melee.
Melee. Right, I'd forgotten you're into little girls.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Smoke, does Smoke play? Yeah, Smoke plays Tessa. So
you played Sakura in Street Fighter, didn't you?
Play some other furry. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
Just another one for the list. Evidence.zip.
But Sakura's not underage anymore.
That's true. She's not underage anymore. Can't get caught.
Okay, who am I playing?
You should be what's his name there?
Smoke. Smoke was playing Tessa, wasn't he? A lot of Kenji.
Smoke plays Kenji.
Is
I know.
Ecom Smoke?
Sure,
Yeah,
but
he is.
there's been a lot of Kenji mains converting to Smoke, not converting
To Smoke.
converting to Tessa, because they're like, I can't pick the 2 top tiers.
Nah, you're nuts, dude. You're mad. Listen, it's just a pocket. Just a pocket.
After today's stream, Kenji mains will be no more.
I hope there's somebody out there that's just like, Kenji's the worst of the game. I will make him work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always Peon.
Well, I'd like to think I can make him viable. I do lab him out. I try and find new stuff with him and find him a very cool character. But I still have Leo. I still have my pocket Leo.
I mean, we can see he's definitely has a different play style of Mei Ling. It's a lot more safer, I'd say. But also, you don't get much damage output from that playstyle. So I wonder how we'll be able to handle Kenji.
Kind of a brutal thing. Before you get this thing, if you go for it and it hits the opponent, the rest of the move can't hurt them. So like if you hit them really early on, it becomes like really unsafe.
Which move?
I don't know what it's called, but you know when he goes rah, he sort of spews his garlic breath at you.
Oh yeah.
Yes. His green garlic bread.
I can't think of a better name for it.
His reverse DP anyway.
It's called Bad Breath Day.
Bad breath day.
Happy breath day.
He's really relying on those fireballs. He is.
I really appreciate Kenji's playstyle. He's really trying to like use his tools to like zone the meleeing out.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that idea because you know, Beanock here is not scared to throw out his fireballs, and Kunai just default lose to fireballs. No questions asked. Smoke seems to have forgotten how to block, and
don't we all?
Ultimate guard. Oh, that's a true block throw. Oh, but he dropped his combo. Poor spacing. Stop throwing kunai.
Oh my god.
Smoke, you're not a day one Kenji.
What is the matchup for Mei-Ling again? For Kenji against Mei-Ling.
Well, Mei-Ling doesn't have to think, and Kenji does.
I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Kind of sums up Kenji's matchups in general.
Wow. Okay. That was probably the wrong kunai super to use there because he didn't get all the hits. A would have done better, or even just straight into flame.
Ooh, that unfortunate circumstance when you don't turn around.
Unfortunate cross up there, yeah.
Yikes. Really ambiguous.
Smoke is gonna have to figure something out here if he wants to win this match.
Is this tournament gonna be a consistent thing? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it certainly has been a bit humiliating for Smoke.
Is Mei-Ling the only character with chains? No. Most characters have chains.
Leo's the only one who doesn't really have it.
No, I think someone said he had a weird one, like 6-5.
Huh.
Series. Yeah, I haven't tested that though, so.
Seems like Enoch's already figured out how
it might just be a link.
Air 4.
I'm really not a big fan of Smoke using the heavy onion bread because it provides no extra hit stun compared to the light. It's just a longer duration, meaning when you hit them meaty like that, you're better off using light because then you'll actually get a combo out of it. And Smoke really needs to stop throwing so many pillars because B-Doc could just move outside of it like that.
Like that.
Not working a lot, is it?
That's the scary thing about Melee. You could just be fighting normally, and you could decide, oh hey, I want to be in your face.
Smoke, you need to start pressing buttons that don't whiff.
Ooh.
It's a simple concept, but it brings you far.
Down forward, medium kick is intentional.
Were you playing in Thunderia's Cyberbots tournament? I didn't get a chance to check that out because I was still at work while that was happening, but Cyberbots is a cool game.
It is. There's a lot more love than it gets.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Smoke, once again, never heard a block it in his life.
No, but he keeps getting the ultimate guard off, but he's not capitalizing on it.
Yeah.
That was a really solid anti-air.
I think Smoke is just panicking here. He's making a lot of poor neutral decisions.
He can take this back, but
he can take this back, but he's gonna have to pay attention.
He's
he's gotta. You really need to stop doing down forward 5. Just crouching 5 will work better for you there. His down forward 5 only works as an anti-air.
Refuse to believe it's not like a missed input.
Oh,
yeah. You're gonna die a chip in that situation because you're in the air. But Beanock didn't block any either way.
He probably should have stayed on the ground.
Oh, you won
Wait
the
for-
Cyberbots tournament.
Probably could have just dashed in, or even just ultimate guarded the pillar.
Ooh, there we go.
There we are. You see,
Figured out the
Cyberbots is a game I'd play if I had someone to learn it with, you know?
Hell yeah.
It's unfortunate there's not really many people playing.
Yeah, I think if Red Earth was just one person playing, it'd be very hard to get into.
Yeah.
Who was the first person to start playing this game?
Might have been me.
Oh, that's punishable on hit, isn't it?
That is,
Generally.
but Beanock doesn't know that.
If he heard what we just said, he'll definitely know
If
now.
he heard, he knows.
He's just like.
Beanock's an absolute monster. Oh no.
Well, at least he used the crouching 5. But he's still got to be close enough for it to hit.
Oh.
I think this is gonna be it for Smoke.
Showing off the
goes-
pants as he
Before
takes
Smoke
it.
makes like the most godlike comeback. Nah.
No, there's no time for that when he's lost the set.
This is gonna be a hard map. It's Kane versus it's Mei-Ling.
Bailey.
Ooh, this would be
Unless he's
interesting.
pulling out the Leo. Is he?
No, I talked to him earlier. He said we're gonna do mirrors.
Oh, okay.
Like the confidence.
Unless he
the
lied.
confidence a lot.
Let's see it.
Let's give this a shot. This might be my end.
Yeah, I'm in the Cyberbots Discord, and Poverty Fiasco did a tournament. I see.
See you in a bit.
So like the both of you. It's fun. I've never been in a tournament before, so this is all like a lot of new experiences right now.
Yeah, we're chill. Just having fun with the game.
I don't know who to root for because I like both these dudes. They've been like a massive help for the past couple of days. Like I went from like knowing barely like a
Well.
little bit about Red Earth like to knowing like way fucking more. Thanks to like playing with these two a lot throughout the today.
Oh, that's an actual stun, but Melvin didn't capitalize on it. Ask yourself this: which character do you dislike more, and that'll tell you. Cause we're like 20 seconds in, and they've both done a lot of disgusting stuff. Oh, why didn't the command grab work there? I'm confused.
I think it did a bit too much hit stun.
Yeah, it didn't look like it would there, but oh, there it is, the Rira.
God, the pursuits. I keep underestimating how fast pursuits are.
Yeah,
think-
any
well,
pursuit
like-
that isn't Kenji's, that is.
Oh yeah, here's one just like never fucking works.
Kenji's a bit neutered in the pursuit department.
Oh man.
Kane,
A lot of really nice
abusing his
ultimate
normals.
guards. Really leveraging Leo's normals by like super jumping. Super jumping with Leo is legit like a really good thing to do.
yeah, he's not.
Like,
He hasn't exactly caught Mei-Ling on the ground, or sorry, in the air. On the ground, he's doing a great job of controlling the ground spacing. Cause oh, he gets Anti out there. Yep, that's gonna be it. Just a tick grab to take it. How do you pursue? So it's like Vampire Saber. You do up and a kick at the same time once they're on the ground.
Really this up and medium kick for everybody. And I wanna say.
Oh, there we are. You could do it with any kick.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's the thing that's kind of brutal about Melvin. His ultimate guard, like cancel. I don't remember what the thing is called. Where you're in ultimate guard and then you do an attack to like
Oh,
away.
the guard cancel. Yeah.
That is like his shtick. He loves going for that.
Yeah, he
it's
really
working out
does.
for him.
It's quite annoying dealing with. I'm not really sure about that punish there. Kane. You probably would have gotten better damage just off your double quarter circle. Double
just
quarter
went
circle
insane.
forward, that guy there. Well, the super version anyway.
One thing I've learned is going for extensions like full screen, using additional supers is like, it's possible, but it's generally like never worth it. Because
Yeah.
like you saw the lightning, you only got like one
A
hit.
very small amount of damage.
You used an entire super in order to do that, but like it's really useful to hold on to them.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was fighting like I remember
Elemental
I-
supers have a lot of utility, but they scale poorly, you know?
I remember fighting Elvin, just being like, okay, I won the round, but he has free orbs.
Yeah, basically.
I'm scared. I'm very
Orb,
fucking scared.
Orb management means a lot in this game. You see them, they moved over here to fight over the orb. They moved to the left side of the screen.
It's kind of interesting how this, just the using up orbs can change how players play the game. Supers are fundamentally involved in footsies, which is kind of neat.
Yeah. Leo changes his weapon. Leo has the ability to change his weapon. He's access to different weapons that have different properties and hitboxes and all that good stuff. But the one we saw there, the final sword, is usually just the best one. You don't really need to switch from it much. The orbs remind you of Pocket Fighter. That's fair. That's fair, yeah.
That game is so charming. I love
Yeah.
that game.
Pocket Fighter is pretty cool.
I love the little reference to. I love. I think it's.
They, you know, Tessa appears in Pocket Fighter,
Yes, it does.
and I think
remember-
Mei Ling is in the background of Pocket Fighter as well.
Yeah, I think Kenji is as well. He's like on top of like a.
Oh,
car
is
or
he?
something.
Okay.
But the one I love the most is like there's this big library type place, and Leo's in front of the fire with a book, just looking back at the fight.
Yeah.
He's in front of a fire. I'm just like, I love this. I love this so much. Like,
Very
if
cool.
that, I don't know if it's been ripped, but if it has been, I want to make that like a background or something because I love
Yeah,
it.
it's funnier because Red Earth makes, you know, there's a lot of guest appearances, far more than just, you know, one game would make you think. Capcom seem to like this IP, you know.
I don't know if they give it a good game, but you know. I just love that one instance where one of them was DPing and the other one was sweeping over and over. That was
Yeah.
good luck. It's just like it's big brain time.
God, this really is a Mei Ling mirror.
This is indeed a mailing there. I love this stage. I love this stage. Ooh, nice cancel. Keeping him in the corner. Went for the suit. A bit too late. Just walk up, grab. I
Hey,
love the
listen,
ballsiness.
whatever works.
I love the ballsiness. He's just like, nah, I don't care. I know you can do like a million things. I don't care. I want to grab you, so I'm gonna grab you. You know. Went for ultimate guard really early for some reason. Let's see where the thought process behind that was. Maybe honest input. Nice extension off the jab. Ooh. Brutal super to close it up.
So grab loops,
It's not on Melvin.
every character can just keep grabbing in this game, but you can tech out of them, but we're still sort of, you know, researching the teching anyway, which is why I decided to ban them in this tournament, because you know, I don't want to see anyone just get crushed by grab looping when they have no clue what it is or how to get out of it. Is there a speed setting for this game? No, I don't believe there's one. Unless there's one in, you know, in the game settings that I've just never seen.
Yeah, fair point, actually. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, that was a weird correction.
Like this game is, it's not slow anyway.
I think it's a fairly nice speed. It's not like Street Fighter slow, but it's not like Darkstalker's insane. No.
It's not a, it's not Street Fighter 5 slow, but it's not a alpha fast.
Melvin is really pressuring him. He
You
really
can
wants
see,
to stay in there.
like, if you're looking at the clock there, that's like, that's nowhere near a second, you know? It's 99, but it's more like 30, you know? It's more like 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't think this game runs sluggish, Beanock.
I think the thing that really gets me is in most fighting games, in order to avoid timeouts and stuff, supers will freeze the timer. But I think I've just noticed that like supers don't freeze the timer.
No, supers don't freeze the timer, and there's no waiting up.
That one thing makes matches go by so fast, so much fucking faster. It's not even funny. I've actually
Just,
gotten
dive
quite a few
kick
times,
move in.
rather, you know. I've legit lost matches just because I forget. You know, I assume, oh, it's a super. I have time left. You know?
Yeah.
I'm so used to that I keep getting timed out because I keep forgetting. And it's also very strange going to this game after playing a lot of more modern fighting games. You know.
Oh, Kane
soft
takes
the
it with the
system.
chip. You have to be very aware of chip kills in this game.
Damn, that was hard.
Rough. That was rough. Kane beat you around, he did.
Well, he said it was 2-0, but it was 2-1.
Is that Roy Shark streaming?
Lied.
Is he streaming Matra Melee in my Discord? Melvin, scope it out. Tell me if I'm kicking him.
All right. Let me just scout the situation.
Yeah. In the meantime, I will play losers round 5. We'll play losers round 5. I'm down for losers round 5. Ugh.
Five, right? Oh, wait, is that me up now?
No. Winners finals isn't up yet.
I think we should kick him
Oh,
out.
okay, so we're going through all of losers, and then
Just-
we're so bad. Like we're going through them, and then we're gonna go to semifinals. Is that the thing?
Beanock wants you to watch winners first.
Okay, yeah. This is if Beanock wants to hold on a minute, we could do that.
So wait, is that me up?
Yep, that's you up.
Shit, you made it to winners semifinals. Good job, man.
I'm scared. Thank you. I really appreciate
No,
it.
this is winners finals. So it's got to be best of 5.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got it. Wish me luck.
No, that's bias. So how's the wacky world of Ireland for you, Peon?
Sure, you know yourself. Be good, be
Ah,
good. Except
yeah.
when people don't wear their masks.
You know those like bandana things that people in gangs
Oh
wear?
God, Guru Media. What?
Do those bandana things that people wear in gangs, do those count as masks?
Yes, maybe.
Because
Me
it's wonderful.
me disconnecting Roy Shark.
He's just playing with friends is all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they all say, obviously. You can't have any matrimalia in this Discord.
No, listen, we haven't even had our crew battle.
Ah, yes. Don't we have to learn matrimalia in order for that to happen?
You know what? This game looks amazing, but if you play the arcade mode, you'll see that it's actually a lot of the work actually goes into the single player rather than the characters, the main characters here. Like, I think the bosses honestly look cooler than all the characters.
I mean, look at Hauser.
Look at Hauser.
Big beast.
Hauser is a beast.
I mean, what's
Especially
even his...
Blade's design, I love.
He's a dragon who's called... He He's a dragon that looks like a
It's
dinosaur.
like a dragon dinosaur. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, the single player. It's like the first time, probably last time, a fighting game was good single player. The only issue is that it gets pretty repetitive.
Oh yes, because everyone's the same bosses.
Yeah, if they had one or two more bosses and they mixed it up, you know, or even shortened the story mode, just added that small degree of randomness to it, so it wasn't the exact same thing every time.
It'd be interesting if the story modes kind of overlapped in a bit, since you
Yeah.
never see any other character.
They definitely could have been added. Other characters definitely could have been added as midway bosses or anything like that, you know.
Like make it like a Smash Bros. I don't know.
Yashin really doesn't know how to deal with these normals here. He's getting poked out.
Yes, this Tessa is always an unfamiliar mashup because they're far and few in between.
Tessa is not to be underestimated.
But it looks like he pulled that one out.
Final round.
Okay, so your boy Yoshi, he's been saying, oh yeah, I've been playing offline, and now he's just
You
recently
play it
started playing.
offline, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, compared to most fighting game story modes, it's a lot more difficult to win.
It's a little more involved, yeah.
You have to actually pay attention.
I have
Because like whenever you play HFTF, it's just do combo.
just sweep, bro. Just keep sweep. Yeah, Yashin is playing very solid, I have to say, especially considering I really haven't seen much from this player before this.
Apparently he's only started playing yesterday.
Yeah. So he's doing quite well for a yesterday player, but it is Leo, so it's not exactly rocket science.
There's no
360. Nice punish.
yes. So he takes the first round of 3. He's doing 2 more.
Had a modern save card system. Yeah, that you're exactly right.
Oh yeah, it is a very long story mode.
Like if you could just tap your phone on the machine or something like that. Because I know they have that in Japan where instead of inserting quarters, they just tap their phone, or they'd have a special card given to them by the arcade, like a sort of credit card thing that just works on the machines that they can tap. Like that sort of mechanic would fit this game very well.
Fortunately, arcade-wise, I don't know how this game's handling it. Doesn't seem to be that many. If any.
Don't you worry, Capcom said they're announcing new stuff next week. They're announcing Red Dead 2. My uncle works at Capcom.
My uncle, he's the janitor.
The janitor at Capcom Studios. He overheard them in the boardroom.
They said something about number 2 and planet.
Number 2 and planet that's possibly red.
Planet 52.
Just curious, does this game have any UK representation? A Capcom representative? Do you mean a UK player?
Well, we've got the Scottish boys.
There's a few Scottish ones. That's your lot.
No Brits allowed.
No Brits out. No Welsh either, or Cornish. As much as they hate being called
Are
British.
Cornish people separate,
Are they which?
separate to Welsh?
Yeah, Cornwall's its own place.
What is it, like the Luxembourg of the UK?
I guess.
Literally never heard of it. It's in the context of it being.
It's like a corner of the country. You know, it's like their own little corner. They cut it off around the coast.
That's how they got the name.
Yes,
They weren't
they
very
walled
creative.
themselves in.
Who won that last game?
We're 1-1 at the moment.
Do you think? What do you think the finals match was going to be? Do you think it's going to be a Mei Ling in there? Or?
I don't know. You know what? I'd like to, as much as I'm enjoying seeing Yashin and his new play, I do want to see a Tessa in grand finals. I know Groshroom has been working hard at this game. He still has parts of his gameplay to clean up, and I think that there's a few more Tessa tools he could be looking to leverage.
It's contributed a lot anyway, you know, all that frame data.
Yeah, 100%. This guy has been he's been working hard on the game. Yeah, it's entirely possible it's going to be a Tessa Mei Ling final. We'll just have to see how Kane does and if he's bringing the Tessa, you know? Or otherwise whoever wins this. Or Beanock could make it just as well. Beanock's also playing Mei Ling.
It's got a very untraditional one though.
Well, he just fireballs and bit of preference, but it's the fundamentals. The fundamentals you learn from playing fighting games. And this is a very fundamentals based game at its core, so it works well.
The only fundamental that isn't there is anti-airing.
Yeah, anti-airing is a little strange in this game. Pretty much everything is air blockable, but at the same time, you're still kind of at your most vulnerable in the air.
Shifting off.
Yeah. Oh, that's Groshroom was saying how much he loves that cannon, and you see there it working out for him.
Oh yes.
So Groshroom's 2 up at the moment.
It is the
2 to
Groshroom
1.
signature. Just needs to win one more and he's into grand finals. It's a good thing about having not as many characters though, you can really focus on what makes each character unique.
It's we get the full cast of the tournament. Oh, that was the legendary Ghost iframes. Ghost has iframes. I don't know why, but it does.
Everything that is the super has iframes.
It feels like it.
I mean, you can try to test Leo in the air, but it's just not worth it.
Good luck.
And Groshroom seems
Good luck. Groshroom seems to understand. Tessa has some very strong air buttons, but Leo is just mad.
he is the man of the air.
Oh, that's the corner carry, alright.
Ooh, see, that's a very interesting call because Yoshin said he came up with that one, but whenever he tried it on me, it didn't seem to link. So I'm not sure.
It
if
might be tight.
very tight. Yeah.
We'll
But
have
it seemed to
to-
have linked. It's a very odd
That's
looking
something
combo.
for me to lab myself anyway. I'd
Get
be
that
quite
extra
interested to
damage.
see. Because even just a small combo like that would add a lot to Leo.
Yeah. Every character's
He
got their
goes-
own.
He
little
goes
combo.
from nothing to something, you know?
Yeah. Ted Cruz would be pleased. Finally.
Finally. Well, it's not a loop, but, you know, one step
Combo.
closer. Recently, we've seen a loop from Tessa.
Oh,
Did
really?
you see that with with her jabs?
Oh yeah. You have to have the ghost out, is it?
No, you don't need the ghost. You literally just jab, 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 jump, jab, 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 land, jab, jump, jab, 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 jab.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Yashin got a bit baited there. He's been put in situations he doesn't recognize. Groshroom's leveraging his
Sure.
you
Yeah.
know,
When you
his
haven't
more
played for a
diverse
very long
matchup
time,
and game knowledge.
probably it's like I don't know if this might be his like first time
Yeah,
playing
this
against
is-
Tessa.
This may well be, you know, his first experience against a real Tessa. It's a shame Ultra Zoom didn't make it to this tournament because he's also another very strong Tessa.
He seems to be a lot more of a. He doesn't seem to be a very combo heavy Tessa, but he does have very good.
He gets a lot of pressure. He'd put down pressure that Ghost wouldn't.
Ooh. Ah, unfortunately for him.
That was a very nice DP.
DP's
out
so
the Leo.
strong.
Taking their spot in Grand Finals.
Winner.
Ghost. That was winners finals.
Yes.
What's combo heavy in this game? 4 hits. Like combo heavy would be the kind of stuff you see Kenji do. So that's gonna be like what?
That could have gone better.
Like most. Yeah.
I mean, you got melee with her like 8-hit combos into stun, into command grab, which a few.
Yeah, most characters are staying single digits, but with special setups and stuff, or just
best of 5 for
Kenji burning all his meter. Yes, it is. It is. It is.
Alright, so what do we have? Beanock versus Kane Temple for losers round 5. Great. They've already come in.
I don't know who Kane picked, but we're gonna find out now. Oh,
well,
Leo.
he's probably gonna pick. Yeah, he's got to play against that.
Yeah, Tessa has a 23 hit combo in the corner. So it's if you're looking in terms of most hits, it's gonna be Tessa and Leo, or not Leo, Kenji.
Yeah, that's odd. Like in the way it's turned out, and like you'd think it'd be melee with all her links.
Yeah.
But it's relatively.
It's Kenji if he burns all his meter. You know, Tessa if she gets some great setups.
Yeah, a lot of melee combos are pretty much just relying on.
This is, you know, much more neutral focused than a combo heavy game like you might find in anime. Anime or more aggressive Capcom games, I suppose, from this time.
Alright.
That is such a strange game.
Alright, it looks like ooh, he blocked the cross up.
Oh, you didn't go for the pursuit though. You got the knockdown, but no pursuit.
I don't think I haven't seen a pursuit once, so either he doesn't know how to, or he's aware of the fact that,
I think Kane knows how to pursue. I have a feeling he does.
I was talking about Beanock.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he hasn't been going for pursuit much, but I think that's just because either he doesn't know, or the fact that your one Leo has quite fast wake up when comparing to all of how fast melee's normals are when they cause knockdown. So it's not really worth the risk. Okay,
Kane's being quite passive at the moment, despite not having the life lead.
He's probably just trying to, figure this out.
Trying to get a read on how Beanock's playing, I suppose.
It's always a strange time when Beanock's around. He's really going for those basic.
It's really not a good idea to mash around melee, because you're never going to beat her buttons up close.
Yeah, you have to get that spacing.
Yeah.
So she can't do.
He's also not really leveraging the J5 like I would expect.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that super was about.
Probably trying to get some chip.
What's funny is, while fighting Ghost Room, I noticed that I'm kind of a new meta player. I tended to super jump a lot, and that would give Tess like a lot of time.
Yeah, super jump definitely upsides and downsides. Like you cover a lot more ground, but at the same time it's super reactable. And Tessa likes to be given time to set things up. So that could be her charging bird, her putting out a cannon, her sending out ghosts. Anything like that.
Or simply just keeping. I got punished by that a lot. Honestly, like, it's kind of funny. This is so cool. I love like learning like this. This is fun.
That's good to hear.
Kane really needs to just start
Chill out.
pushing buttons at Leo range. Like he hasn't pushed. He stopped pushing air buttons.
And he's getting punished every time. He keeps trying to go too close.
Very odd.
It's you know, I hate to mention any game that ends with melee, but it's kind of like Marth.
Oh,
You
no.
gotta keep your distance, man.
The sinful one.
To make that a better comparison, let's say Chun-Li. It's like Chun-Li.
Alright.
You gotta know your spacing against Chun-Li. She's a very pokes heavy character. Just
Ooh,
like
that wasn't a.
Mailing, but Mailing gets good damage.
At this point, oh, he only
Kane
has 10
really
seconds.
choosing to burn the meter for no upside.
He has to. Oh, he's not gonna have enough time.
No. Because
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you haven't really got the time
nah,
there.
it's too late.
Oh, I'm looking forward
Spent
to.
too much time dilly-dallying. Not really enough time applying your pressure.
Ghost Room versus Beanock would be really interesting.
Hmm.
I don't know how Beanock would handle that matchup. Did he play Ghost Room earlier?
Oh wow, you got hit by the reverse hitbox there.
Let's see. Did he play?
There we go. We're starting to push buttons now.
Beanock has not played against Ghost Room, so that'd be a very interesting matchup to see.
Apparently,
I noticed Yoshin, you managed to beat Beanock's Mailing.
sorry.
I noticed that you managed to beat Beanock's Mailing.
I did.
So how did you go about doing that?
Notice he tends to go for low strings quite a lot. He's
Yeah.
quite right-minded in that sense. Not to beat me. I'm just a douche. I don't mean it in the meat sense. I really
Mailing
don't.
sweep is punishable on block, but it's kind of tough to do, and not a lot of
Especially,
people
like,
go for it.
Like, not a lot of characters can get like a substantial punish from the range, especially if she leads into it.
Well,
with, like,
Leo
short-
can super. He can
Wait,
come
hold
out
on. I
of it
thought
with super.
is this best of 5?
Yes,
This is only is this
we're
losers
losers
finals?
finals.
Oh, it is.
Leo can actually just super out of it.
Wait, hold on. This isn't losers finals.
This is losers finals.
Oh, because losers finals is Yoshin versus whoever wins this.
Oh, it's not. Oh, well. If they want to play best of 5, it's fine by me.
It's alright.
I thought it was losers
I
finals.
mean, hey, more red earth, so why not?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well. He's gonna have to get a comeback of what, 3 wins?
I believe in him.
Kane
I couldn't do it,
switching
but
to
I
the
believe it.
true best character in the game.
I
Wow,
think
that was
all
a very sad eyes right there.
This is earlier was like that's just a mailing mirror. They were constantly air dashing in the air.
Yeah.
Whoever dashes in the air first is usually gonna get punished when it's a nailing mirror.
Just the full screen punishes going wild with the lightning.
Damn. I can't tell if that was like a really weird play or like the biggest brain read.
Oh, the overhead. Oh,
Classic.
just the YOLO command grab.
I came up with a bunch of like block strings that involved command grab that could work, but I just couldn't fucking execute them during any of my online plays. You
Yeah,
know, I played F, so you know that means no execution.
it's true, bro.
The amount of times I've gone for light headbutt after a light normal
Oh, no punish.
and whip.
We're not seeing many pursuits right now. We're really
Going
not.
for the-
I wonder if Kane suffered from the nerves.
Suffered from Beanock syndrome.
Don't blame him.
Beanock syndrome. Oh, there
Unfortunate
we go.
read.
That's a textbook punish for that super. God, just the air dash there was nuts. The amount of space it covers and the size of Mailing's buttons to complement it. Oh man.
slide to the right.
It really is just.
Have you ever looked at Mailing's backdash? It's just like her normal animation but sped up.
Yeah,
It looks really weird.
it does. Yeah.
Oh. He's run out of time.
Yeah, I'd really
Yeah.
like to see.
It's possible, but it's gonna be close.
I'd really like to see Kane consider his spacing. He doesn't seem to have much thought for what ranges he can push his buttons, or if Beanock can push his buttons.
I'm actually curious.
God, his fucking sweep is filthy.
It's so. Ugh, I hate that button.
That's
I know it's
that's
not like amazing, but I don't like that button.
Well,
It's-
it's pretty amazing.
ooh, the
Oh.
kick super, very.
So wake up reversal.
You rarely see that because it's so high risk.
I feel like if there was a tutorial video for like how to use that super, that would have happened. That would have been the example.
There's a very funny link with that super. It's 4 into kick super, and it's the only time it'll ever connect off of a confirm.
Wait, literally nothing else works.
Beanock finally
No,
feeling
you'll
the
never-
pressure and going in a bit.
Too far. If you try any other, like you either have to do it raw or land a 4 first.
What?
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh no,
Finally a
the
pursuit.
trade.
looks like Kane's gonna have to win 2 more games.
Kane not counted out yet.
And he
I'm
pulled.
telling you, I'm telling you, it's because I said I believe in him. He's getting the spirit bomb energy. I'm telling you.
He's gotten the Scottish seal of approval.
Everybody, raise your hands and let this boy your energy.
Beanock
Yeah.
proving there really is nothing to learn about mailing.
Well, he's losing though.
Didn't he
That's
make it
24.
further in the tournament than you, bro?
Look, that's because I fought Kane, and Kane's now winning. If it was me versus Beanock, all I'm saying is I don't think.
Okay.
I find it kind of funny how whenever I hear people talk about other players, they don't talk about their characters. They just say that person counters me.
Well, because every matchup is pretty much just person specific, because everybody has a different playstyle at this point. So, like, knowing a basic matchup will help you to start off, but in the long run, you're just gonna have to know how to play against specific people.
That was a clean jump in, by the way. I shouldn't have here.
Ooh,
Capable of punishing
Kane,
sweep and
you're-
backpunch.
You
Kane has
really,
enough to loop.
you really need to apply pressure and respect Beanock's pressure here. You're getting hit by a lot of things you really shouldn't be.
Oh, see, that super is very good for in the air because it hits immediately. Like, oh my god, he's
That was a strange drop.
things aren't looking good for our hero.
Beanock really seems to be favouring the timeout at the moment. Most of his wins have been from timeout thus far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the top.
It's fairly efficient for mailing because it can be tricky to get her, especially if you can't lock her down with a character like Leo. You need Leo normals to lock her down, you know?
Yeah. The amount of times I tried going for the timeout as Mailing versus Leo, just immediately regretted it. You never do anything for 3 times in a row.
Any reason in particular.
Yeah, that's a very obvious ultimate guard there.
Ooh,
So what the point was
do you think Beanock knows you can tech grabs?
Do I know? Do I know how it works? That's the question. Okay. Take the guard cancel.
I think you only have to input the direction.
I wonder why he's not following up with pursuit. Like, is
I
Bailing's
just-
pursuit punishable or something? Like, I know. Oh no! He got guard broken in the air. That's why you don't jump in the air, bro. That's why you don't jump in the air, bro.
You think he could have gotten an additional?
That was
fireball?
that was a very easy chip moment, but he decided to run away.
Poor. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, it's like
So
it's
Good stuff from both players.
we're
versus
gonna be
Enoch.
seeing Yoshin versus Beanock.
Very best of luck to you, Yashin.
I'm scared. Thank you very much, though.
No,
I
sure, you
forget.
beat him.
Okay, just a
Beanock.
reroll. That's
Beanock
all you need to
is-
do is Leo,
I will.
God,
and he's
it's
off.
like
He's off. It's
He
like
is-
the
Fuck
races.
Leo.
Fuck Leo. Leo he's a big man. He's a big guy.
Leo is Chode in real life.
You think Chode is a lion man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you think?
You know,
As
that's
in
probably
he's
not
also
far off.
Stupid.
Why do you think he sounds like Majongos?
Oh my god.
He, yeah. If only
F3.
Beano picked up Kenji,
Kenji.
he would have a harder time.
Well, I think anyone would have a harder time.
Yeah. But he picked up the best character.
Whoa. What was he for picking the best character, I suppose?
Round one. Fight.
Oh yeah, that's...
Definitely going for those
Oh,
lows.
you
when he
got the
tech.
tech there.
Oh, that was a command
Command
grab.
grab.
Looks like he's discovered some more mailing stuff.
The mailing pressure in place now. You're... Oh, the Leo normals were coming out, but they're after getting stuffed there by mailing. No, that's...
Oh.
Unfortunately, that super doesn't really anti-air. That's not the time to be using it. Yeah, I think Yashin should be thinking about using crouching 3, the anti-air normal, some more, because Beanock seems to be favoring the air.
Oh yeah, 100%. You should just be... When you play the air-to-air game against Mailing, it's pretty easy to beat her out.
Ah yeah, that was a very clean game to beat out. Oh,
That
there we are.
confirms.
Yep. Scales the damage a bit, but it still hits very hard.
Very safe. God, this game would be a nightmare if the
Yashin
grab.
utilizing Leo's quick dash.
What if
No,
the grab
no
loop
Gargant.
eagle? Ooh, that was a bad idea.
Oh, there we are, confirming the super. And that's
Oh,
dead.
even dizzied at the end
Unfortunately,
too.
Yashin is, losing in terms of meter right now. But it's only
Oh, yes.
one orb, so it's not too lopsided.
Yashin really out here proving that he is the embodiment of Leo.
He is Urira.
He is that.
Not really sure about that ultimate guard. Not really sure about just not blocking in general.
That's something I haven't seen Yashin do. Haven't seen any 720s.
Yeah, listen, 720 is sort of an input, It's 720s aren't that hard, but
They're
if you
kinda
haven't practiced them, they can be tough. But blocking is a more fundamental skill you should work on. Yashin performing the intense mind games, standing still,
the 1 AM tactic.
the 1 AM tactic. When you
Well,
get
he has. It's a best of 5, so he has plenty of time to catch.
Yashin's father has come into his room. He told him it's his turn to do the dishes, and he's fighting to be allowed to keep playing in this.
And his dad came in.
His dad
he's
came
told-
in, unplugged the router, and
Said, "I play Red Earth now. Or
I
you
play
don't
Red
play."
Earth now.
Oh, did it disconnect?
Yeah, what's going on here?
I have no idea.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
like they're still in game.
I think they reconnected. Must have been one of those sudden cuts.
Are we having netcode issues?
They're saying it might have been a desync,
There's a little bit of distance between them. Oh, a desync.
perhaps.
Are they replaying the round? We'll find out.
Next time on Red Earth Rumble.
Is the VOD staying up? Yeah, the VOD is staying up. The VOD is staying up.
He is favoring the.
It's gonna be on my YouTube. Oh, he changed sword.
Do you know?
Kind of a worse
what you-
sword, but it looks cooler. I gotta be controversial and say it looks cooler.
Could be he's using it for as a morale booster.
A morale booster, yes.
If you know what they say about someone who looks cool, they feel cool.
They feel cool. They are cool.
Cool as a cucumber. Up there is the team.
Why is everyone so scared of pressuring melee?
It's because Mailing has that really epic combo, which
So-
converts into.
It's like most people playing in this tournament have forgotten which is where Mailing's effective range is. So they're trying to
Yes.
mash in her face where she beats you, and not pushing any buttons like this sort of range, maybe even a little further back where she can't really
Wait.
do anything.
Is
You know?
just telling them to fuck off and then go away.
Oh, that was very ballsy right there with the wind right in his face. That could have been dead. Just go for timeout, bro. If B-Doc wants to play the timeout game, then you can take the timeout.
This isn't the first time Yoshin has taken time out to his advantage.
Yeah, timeout. You know, in this game, damage is high, but you know the time is even shorter than that. So it's not entirely out of the question that you get a timeout, especially if you're playing very safe. Of course, you can cancel into ultimate guard on block, meaning stuff like Leo's super there, really not safe. You should only be going for that if you think you're gonna guard break them, which is kind of unlikely. It's an unlikely thing to get set up.
Ooh, it looks like he's not going to take this round unless he can pull something really fast.
Well, this is Leo gets damage. Oh,
The trade.
if he delayed that and punished the ultimate guard with that, he would have put Mailing in a situation where one mix-up would have killed her. But we're moving on to the next round anyway. Oh, you managed to pull the meter by shutting down Mailing. That's the classic Arira.
Is this is the second game, isn't it?
Yes, it is, because they left after the first game. That was B-Nox win.
Well, he's got the meter advantage anyway.
Yeah, he's sitting on the meter. I don't know. See, I'm not
Unlikely.
sure now how efficient he has been with his meter. Right there, B-Knock has not stopped jumping, so that move is really not going to connect well.
Yeah, certainly is a
I'd like to
conundrum.
see him start hit confirming with it. Well, I don't know if. Oh, okay, he's switching to the flame sword. Different sort of. No, you really don't want to test that supers, Leo, because it's gonna trade and you're inevitably gonna come out worse.
You should just try.
Just
Just-
chip here. Just chip here. Okay.
There we
Or take the kill.
And it's 1-1.
It's 1-1.
Does the flame sword do more damage depending on the character?
I don't know. I know each sword has different damage values, but I couldn't tell you.
Check if it's
Changes
fixed.
character to character. Are we gonna see Yashid switch back to his diamond sword, his Minecraft diamond sword, or
Oh.
he is.
Yes,
He is.
the diamond sword is.
He's remembered Leo has air normals.
It's like the. It looked kind of like the Ocarina of Time sword, doesn't it?
the Ocarina of Time sword.
Yeah, the ones you can buy.
Valkyrie sword. The big Goron sword.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, that was a weird crossover.
Or they call it the Giant's Knife. That's the one you buy, right? It's been a while since I played.
Yeah, I'm playing fucking.
Yeah,
weird.
you buy the Giant's Knife and you upgrade that into the big Goron sword. If memory serves.
The big Gorons were the original Chunguses.
They were. Oh!
God.
Big Chungus damage right there. Yeah, just roll up lightning. Just roll up lightning.
That's a good super.
It is. But I don't know about. Sure, if it works, doesn't it?
Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works.
Those normals just really do you in because they just do so much.
Oh. Okay. Neutral scenarios.
He's doing well with his grabs, you know, he's timing them well.
Yeah,
It's not with
he's now once again trying to contest Mei Ling's pace, because Mei Ling is great at setting the pace, and once she sets the pace, it's her game. The game's going. Oh, the ultimate guard ran out. Yeah, unfortunately, Beanock is not quite getting the punishes he wants.
This could be the end for Beanock.
That was a nice 1-2 right there. We'll have to. Oh, jumping in this scenario is very dangerous because Leo, didn't get the maximum lightning. Yashin didn't seem to be thinking about chip killing there, because in that situation, as soon as Mei Ling jumped, Yashin could have just dumped both those meters and guaranteed the win by chip kill.
Yeah, Beanock's gotta be really careful about his air game.
Mei Ling. Oh, Beanock's had it off. He's going for the level 1 Leo. Now at level 1, Leo has his worst sword. Some of his specials, not the command grab, but he's got his other ones. And of course he has his normals, but they're not as strong obviously as what Yashin's playing with.
I actually did a few level 1 mirrors with Yashin and that was quite fun.
Yeah.
Even one against the
even at level 1, you know, Leo is still kind of good. Like
that's kind of what how'd you say? Beanock kind of reminded me. His playstyle is very reminiscent of level 1.
Level 1.
Yeah,
his playstyle is very level 1. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's just a lot of playing extremely cautiously. It looks like Beanock is.
Oh, okay. Not really sure what Yashin was trying to go about doing there.
I think Beanock's going for the mind games.
The mind games, yes.
Yeah, just whittling down.
He's learning his buttons as he plays, and Yashin not quite sure how to respond.
Oh, I think he's figured it out.
It turns out pushing buttons beats Leo buttons. When you have bigger Leo buttons than the other Leo's buttons, you know.
My Leo was bigger than yours.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Looks like Yoshin's got this in the bag.
We'll see now what Beanock has, because he's sitting on 2 meter, and Leo has access to arguably his best super, straight from level 1.
But all he has to do is just start dragging that screen, and then he's got it.
Dragging the screen, yeah. Dragging the screen. Oh, I'm not really sure about the poison super right there. He's switching between the supers, looking for the one to do the job for him. Unfortunately, getting absolutely melted due to being level 1 and taking more damage than Yashin.
Oh god.
He doesn't have quite the same resistance as you gain from leveling up.
Again.
Oh, well, he's in chip range anyway, so you best be sharp with his ultimate guards. Yashin being forced into the air, got guard broken, took a tiny bit of chip, jumps in, and gets anti-aired.
Now that was just some spectacular gameplay from Yashin.
Yeah, listen, they both played very well. I was happy to see Beanox Leo.
And it looks like we're at grand finals.
I can't believe we already made it to grand finals. I say already made it. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, this has been a
Dear
long
God,
stream.
I thought this was going to be like an hour, hour and a half, but here we are, 2 hours on. Oh God.
On winner's side, we have
Oh God,
it's a
lads.
rematch because they fought earlier. Let's see if Yoshin can figure this matchup out.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I did not expect Yoshin to make it into grand finals, but I'm happy to see the guy there.
An excellent job.
And they're already in. What did
We've
you
got-
What did you think of that game, Beanock? Besides the obvious fuck Leo.
What do I think about the game overall, or just?
Oh, I meant your set, but you can speak on the game overall if you wish. Your day one
Well-
impressions.
Well, I'm not probably playing this game ever again until I get like, drunk or something.
That's fair.
That set was alright.
It's got a lot of strange and kooky things going on.
Round 1. Fight.
Once you get past the small cast and you look at the tools each character has. Oh, okay. Small bit of lag.
I mean, each character is versatile enough, kind of fun, but gameplay is just
It's
It's clunky, it's really clunky.
it's definitely it's not a combo based game at all. It's
Well, I
lots
know
of
that,
poking.
but it just doesn't feel like good to play. Like if you compare it to, I don't know, Alpha or Akatsuki, the
Yeah,
controls
it's-
are just not there. They're not tight at all.
It's definitely slower than Alpha and Katsuki.
Yoshin takes
But
that round.
Yoshin recognizing his air buttons, knowing where Ghost Room wants to go, and just clogging up that airspace with hitboxes.
We're gonna see a sword change buffer into 720.
Sword change buffer into 720. That was funny. That was very funny when I did that. It seems like a semi in between ST Super Turbo, I presume, and Darkstalkers. Like in Super Turbo, you're gonna kill off 2 combos. This game, you're not really killing off 2 combos, but it's I sort of get what you mean. Like mobility is a bit of a big factor in this game, and air control. And you know, I suppose you could say the pressure strings and short combos are similar to Darkstalkers. It's just another strange game in Capcom's hat.
I don't know if it's a mailing thing, Leo matchup, but I feel like the game just doesn't keep up with its timer. Like, I've had a lot of timeouts, and I wasn't even trying to play lane.
That was mostly you jumping away.
Well, yeah, but
Mailing usually can usually play much
it's just
more
it just
aggressive.
feels so hard to
because,
open up someone in this game.
Like she
Because of all the tools.
gets her free open ups. She can open up for free with her dive kick, which is impossibly fast. Trades at worst, and
Yeah,
I
but it
think
kinda
it's
has an
plus.
obvious startup.
Sorry,
Kinda has an obvious startup though.
it's pretty quick, and even if they see it coming, you're only gonna trade at worst.
Yoshin's figured
So
this out.
it's
After
really
Is
some
it
not too
punishable on
bad.
block, or is it just minus?
No, it's neutral, or it might even be plus.
Oh, so it depends on the specimen.
It's a really nuts move. Along with her air dash, which could just gets her in anytime she wants. Mei Ling doesn't really have trouble approaching, even against Tessa. But it's definitely something that you need to work at. Like timing people out is still a fairly efficient way to play, I suppose. God, that was a clash of iframes right there. What I'd like to see from Ghost here is setups into the command grab and Ghost. I'd want to see.
Command.
Oh, he got the ice off the cannonball, which led into another cannonball. I feel like he could have gotten some. I feel like Tessa can get something better than that there. Like she can probably set up Ghost off that. If I was to guess, like she could probably do Ghost and then still have time for cannon. I have a feeling she does.
I also feel like some universal orbs are just kind of underpowered.
The elemental supers.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
like
of them
the
are
Poison
just.
Cloud.
So yeah, Poison Cloud is just useless. Like Poison Cloud hits OTG, but it's even then there's better supers that hit OTG.
And yeah, you would think that the Poison Cloud will actually poison the opponent, but no.
Yeah, no, it's just garbage.
It's just fart.
It's just utterly overpowered by Fire Super. Like Fire does everything that Poison would want to do.
And then you might have noticed the Wind Elemental Super. Like, it did actually a lot of damage, but Leo just rolled into me after he got knocked down from the first wave, and I get punished.
The thing about the Wind Super is that it's not actually that good. It's just against Leo. Leo has an elemental weakness to wind, so he takes a lot more damage than other characters.
So I guess it's a good super to just finish off the round, but if you just use it, doesn't kill, you're probably dead.
Otherwise, it destroys all projectiles on the screen, but that's usually still not worth using.
Yeah, because it has a kind of slowish startup.
Yeah. Oh god, are these?
They just freeze up.
Yeah, what's wrong with these guys?
Dodory's got to figure out his Wi-Fi, his connection problems.
Fucking Dodory, what are you doing, bro?
That's one fatal flaw.
Another poor one would be the Meteor Super. I still don't know a use for that because it's just so slow, and I don't think it even hits OTG.
I would guess it will be useful for just anti-ing an opponent that's really high in the sky, but...
Well, at that point, you want lightning.
Or ice.
Ice, yeah, ice is slower. Ice is just nuts, but it's kind of slow.
So I guess the best one would be the fire?
It's like, fire's good for the ground, but a lot of the time people are jumping, so it's probably I would lean towards lightning.
Yeah.
Because lightning just it's full screen, like it will just hit them wherever they are.
Ocean's dad is taking away his control.
And, ice is very good as well because it does plenty of chip and it sort of tracks.
Well, if you manage to catch them in the air properly.
Yeah. Those are like fire, ice, lightning are like the three good elemental supers, and then the other three are like crap.
Oh, his Wi-Fi got out.
His Wi-Fi cut out. Wi-Fi warrior.
Oh shit, I tripped on my Wi-Fi cable.
Shit. What,
sucks, bro.
What do?
Help me fix unlive Wi-Fi, please.
So does anybody have contact with the ocean?
Contact the ocean, what?
Can anybody contact the ocean?
Oh, no, look,
Wi-Fi.
he's in. I am so sorry
For
for
now.
this. Listen, bro, don't be sorry. Buy a fucking Ethernet cable. What's the score? It was 1-0.
Are we gonna flip a coin?
That Tesla backdash is like cans, but she has a good special to cancel it. Yeah, you know what I didn't see?
Is
TK Fireball from Tesla. I think TK Fireball can be pretty decent. I wonder why Ghost Shroom doesn't do it. Yoshin, I don't know. Is he feeling prepared to just concede? Is he feeling nice enough to give it to Ghost Shroom?
Ted, the Counter-Strike source of Melvin?
No, I'm pretty sure now that Yoshin took one. I don't think
Yeah,
I don't
the
think
first round.
Ghost Shroom took one.
Oh, you took a set in winners. He took a set like the first time you guys played around.
He's back.
Hell yeah.
Spectate. If Yoshin, this is like the second DC this tournament, so if we're seeing another DC, I'm gonna just disqualify you, bro. I know it's final, so it's not much of a disqualification, but it'll just be giving it to Ghost Room.
All right. Well, that last game, are we just gonna remove that round?
We'll just see what the players want to do.
Round 1. Fight.
Yep, Yo should go the standard approach. Standard. Leo just gets in with big buttons. Nothing special, just enormous hitboxes.
Yeah, Ghost is winning so far.
Yeah, look
Ghost
at
up.
the damage.
Ghost really throwing out those normals in the air too early.
Yeah, if you want to try and contest Leo, yeah, that's not really the way to go about it. Yeah. There's not many dead zones for Leo in the air, let's just say. Can't believe like the day 2 Leo tearing up.
He's just getting Leo.
Look,
He's
Leo's
getting Leo.
Does Leo have any bad matchups at all?
Like
This one.
you could, I don't know, the jury's still out on the Mei Ling matchup. I don't
Yeah,
think he appreciates getting walled by Tessa, but I still think he's alright at getting in. Because one thing he wants to do in the air is push buttons a lot. And Tessa has the best DP in the game.
Yeah. Mei Ling and Leo, that seems to be closer to a 5-5 than any 6-4s at the moment.
I would argue, but I don't have no experience with it, so.
Ghost Troop really trying to utilize the cat normals here.
You'd be a lot safer with just trying to zone them out.
Yeah, I want to see more ghosts. Possibly even bottles. Like, I'm not sure. Ooh, he's going combos.
Oh,
Not
very
sure
nice.
how
Good work.
useful bottle is against Leo, but I'll be interested to see how he can use it. Same with his jab. Actually, I haven't seen him using his jab. You could do jump back jab, and that walls characters quite well because of just how disjointed it is.
Bottle seems like a very strange normal to me. Not sure exactly.
It
how-
is. It's the bottle explodes when you let go of the button, so you can choose at what point of the arc that it explodes. Now it would be super cool if Tessa could then move and just hold the button, you know, which is actually held in place by the bottle, which kind of sucks. Same thing happens with her bird. If she could, you know, properly negative edge the bottle and the bird, I think she'd be much stronger. Because that would just add a lot more complexity to a zoning game. More options. It's a ghost, but Yashin choosing to block.
Gotta be careful about that.
Yeah, super jump there, you're not gonna get a punish if you try to super jump in. It's too slow. Oh, that was an unfortunate trade. We
This is a
haven't
very
we haven't seen many cannons from Ghost Room this set.
hasn't had the meter, and also Yoshi's been kind of controlling the air,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be very safe. Oh Jesus!
Oh god. You do not want to keep getting hit by stray hits from Leo.
Just makes this
It's,
game lap.
He really
Seconds.
runs a train, given the chance. Oh, tried to go for a cool combo there.
That DP really is a saving grace.
Yeah, I have no clue what Ghost Room would even be doing without the DP. That looked like a failed super there before.
Ghost Room being extremely cautious.
Yeah, he knows. You know, he's sitting on the meter. He knows if he walls. Kenji.
Oh no!
Oh no! You have to be scared. You have to be scared
One more game.
of that guard cancel.
Yoshi gets the reset.
Kenji has, or not Kenji, Leo has a very big guard cancel.
Yeah, it's almost. Yeah, I definitely say it's one of the better ones. Although, to Mailings wasn't one to scoff at.
Dude, Ghost Room decided he wants to re-input his password. He's
That's just a power.
reinventing himself as a Tessa.
Round one. Fight.
I'm thinking. I feel that Tessa might be the hardest character to use in this game. I feel pretty confident saying that because she has a lot of options and can get punished kind of hard for using them wrong. But she could definitely run a train if things go her way.
One thing Ghost Room isn't doing a lot is advanced guarding in block stun. He's
taking a bit more chip than he needs to.
Yeah.
And the guard break as well, yeah.
Oh.
Well, you see there, at least he managed to steal the meter from Yashin by jumping to the other side. So at this point, I would be considering trying to chip out if he jumps in with the super, the icicle super. No, he decides to go for a button there. That's unfortunate.
Yashin's really playing this matchup as best as he can.
He is, absolutely. OTG. That's a good bit of damage for one grab now.
It's basically the equivalent of just grabbing twice.
Yeah. Here we are. You see now. This is exactly what Tess wants. She has the advantage now. He has to approach recklessly in order to make up the difference in health. I like that air fireball. I actually like that air fireball a lot. I think that was clever.
Final round. Fight.
Cool how she can do it pretty much any area.
Yeah.
He's really got to start like doing those advanced cards more often.
Ooh. There
Oh,
we are.
there we go.
And that didn't. Okay.
That's
There's
such
the damage. Dashes in this game are quick as hell. Well, Leo is fast as fuck. I'll tell you that for free.
Mei Ling's backdash is really fast.
Hmm.
Her front dash is relatively slow, but her backdash is really weird.
There we are. That's death. Oh no, stop. He missed the hit with one of the icicles.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that's death. That's death, bro.
Is that a reset?
That's 3. He just took 3. We'll go for a reset.
Good on you, Yoshin.
Yoshin coming back. He's given a 3-1 in response to the 3-1 he took earlier.
Goshroom's gonna have to pull all his cards if he wants to.
I want to see some unblockables here. I want to see some unblockables off Goshroom.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of ghosts.
Not many ghosts, not many balloons, but plenty of fireballs and DPs. And he's making them work, I have to say. But I think he needs just that little bit more to his game. There's the bottle. See that there?
Yeah.
I was theorizing about it earlier.
Oh, he's definitely getting his
There's
punishes
the
off.
maximum damage. And
And
you
the
can
chip.
see it. No, I don't think he
Goshroom's
blocked that
determined
there.
now.
You got the S, not the chip. Oh, he was actually just out of range. There we are.
Seems like he's. Oh,
I was only thinking, is he going to get up in his face and start dive kicking? He seems more confident right now. Goshroom does.
he's definitely got to continue with his zoning strat. Going up too close isn't gonna help him too much. If
Well,
he's just going for block
he
strings.
seems to be trying to control how Yashin's playing, and for better or worse, he is getting results. Like he's one game up, and it looks like he might take this game. I'm surprised he didn't go for the J5 there. J5, Tessa, haven't seen much of it right throughout the set because unfortunately Leo's air normals overshadow it rather. But it's still very strong.
That Leo super, it's very good if it lands on a grounded opponent, but if you're in the air or in the middle of an animation, generally not all the hits will hit you,
Yeah.
and then you'll just end up in a state where you can punish them immediately.
Yeah. For all the damage it does, it's no good if it ends up being punishable. Tessa's J5 seems a bit off sometimes. Yeah, it's many
is such a
hitboxes
funny
in this
confirm.
game feel kind of off.
That's such an odd launcher.
I'm a big fan of that launcher actually. I wonder
It
if
doesn't look
there's-
like it does much.
I wonder if there's any way he can get cannon off that. Like if he times it properly, he'd probably turn into a decent corner carry as well. because that would be a way for him to dump
Ooh,
meter
big mistake.
and get good damage.
He should really be going for some more grabs in that kind of range.
Round 2. Fight.
Or maybe he was trying to go for launcher, but didn't read the advanced card.
God, I'm just...
Oh,
Oh, here are the
ghost.
ghosts. It's a bad idea to be doing that against ghosts. Rather than going for an unblockable setup, he just opts for the straight up damage, cashing out immediately. This wouldn't be a bad situation to go for an unblockable because he does have the health advantage. Leo's not really going to have time to kill him before the balloons pop, but
What
it looks
makes
like he
the
doesn't need it.
what makes the balloons like kind of hard to pull off?
You can crouch under them. You can crouch under her as she spins.
Oh, I see.
Round. Fight.
But obviously, if you're stuck in block stun, like with the ghosts, it's kind of harder to escape them. Oh, the guard break. Oh, another guard break.
Haven't seen, I see a lot of guard breaks, but I don't really see them being taken advantage of.
It's
Combo-wise.
very hard to take advantage of guard breaks, if I'm honest.
Looks like he takes that round. What is that, 1-1?
You kind of just end up like a little more minus.
Alright, 2 games to go for each of them if they want to win this.
Yeah, we're coming up on the end of this grand finals now.
Round 1. Fight.
There's he's found the button. Be scared.
The secret weapon.
Oh, nice anti-air. TP pressured out, nothing to scoff at. 360. You just tell them, don't be trying to block around me. Don't be getting too confident with your ultimate guards.
Oh, that was just like a very badly mistimed one. You should really focus on...
Right now, Yashin is
Holding them
hungry
off.
to spend meter, I think.
Oh jeez, he wants to get all those
I don't know what he's doing.
advanced guard buffer into 720.
Yes. You can see here he's setting himself up to weapon switch back to his good weapon while buffering a 720. That's this current strat. Yeah, there. Oh, no, he gave up on it. He decided he didn't actually want to go for it. There we are. That's a Leo classic.
Pian, I'm gonna go on a run now. So,
You're off on a run
yeah, I gotta go for a run.
at 11:30.
Yes, indeedy.
Well, good health to you.
Alright, enjoy the rest of this. May the best man win, I guess.
Best man will indeed win, I'm sure of it.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Now in this situation, Yashin set himself up to be chipped out, whereas he could have spent his lightning bars to chip Ghost Remount. But that's kind of not something you'd see. It's kind of hard to see. So what are... I'm pretty sure it's 2-1 right now. 2 to Ghost Room.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, I don't know about that super now. you can't really use it to extend your pressure. Most people are too tight about their guard cancels now. Yeah, he has some cool block strings. It's just like I really like his ones where he uses his DP. DP is very safe. You just have to be careful about spending the bar on block strings because it's just very, very easy to ultimate guard and guard cancel and punish. Like right here, he's getting punished. He spent the bar. He spent the bar and what he accomplished was getting punished. Leo's DP is the one where he does a massive overhead swing. I'll point it out to you if we see it. Right there, that was the DP. Another DP. Leo has 4 special moves. He has his DP, he has his charging attack, he has his low charge. It's similar to the charge, but it actually hits low. And then his 360. We haven't seen much charge or low charge from the Ashen. Despite those moves actually having a small amount of invulnerability around them, which allows them to get around projectiles with good timing. Same thing applies to the DP, but DP is still slightly shorter than those moves. There we are. That's Ghost Room getting smacked right there by Leo buttons.
Final round. Fight.
Yeah, I really, before this tournament, well, I think I'd seen Ghost Room post videos of it. But seeing that that launcher into Super into DP, it's a pretty cool combo that I hadn't seen from Tessa before. Ghost Room's really been putting work into this character, trying to discover new stuff. Yeah, Ghost Room was very comfortable with the zoning there. Felt no pressure at all going in with just the enormous life lead. And I think that's it, isn't it? That should be 3-1. Well, lads. Oh, that's it. That's it. That was our Ritter tournament. I hope everyone had fun. I wanted to run a tournament at least once for this game. I knew, there's meant to be one for Heritage for our future, but unfortunately due to time constraints that didn't end up happening. So I hope a few of you Red Earth fans got, a little bit of closure out of that through this, something to replace that tournament, a full Red Earth tournament. I'll be putting this VOD up on my YouTube as well, if anyone wants to see it. It was a good bit of fun. Even running this tournament, I can see now a few places that I've changed up the format just to help it run along smoothly. But that was a good test run. How do you feel, Yoshin?
I was just gonna ask, what's the my nerves ruined my execution. God, I relate to that. What was the score? Because I'm not gonna lie, after a while, I just kind of got into a haze where I'm just
lost track.
I don't know. So honestly, I just kind of after a while was just it's winning. I don't care. I just want to keep fighting.
it actually went 3-1 to you. Reset 3-1.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's how I kept track of it. And yeah, you see their Ghost Room sweating as well. That was a well fought match from both of you. I'm happy with that as a grand final. That was not necessarily the top tier best, arguably the best character in the game winning. Showing off the viability of Tessa.
I don't know. People say oh, she's okay, but I mean, She feels pretty strong.
She puts in the
Well,
work,
to be
all
fair,
right.
I just
She has
lost
options.
for one, so like so I might be biased, but like genuinely, her pressure seems like no, not her pressure. Her zoning seems like genuinely pretty difficult to deal with.
Yeah, getting around it can be tough. One tool
It's brutal.
that Leo has that you didn't really touch on much was his quarter circle forward punch. I saw you use that a few times, but it does actually have a few iframes on it, which lets him slip past some projectiles with good timing.
Really?
Yeah.
I legit didn't know that. I assumed it was just an Unga Bunga special, you know?
Same
didn't-
thing with DP, but I think you noticed the iframes on that.
Oh yeah, DP, absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't like get through the projectiles. You saw like once or twice I attempted it, like as a test, but I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't going through.
To slipstream past it, it's tricky timing.
I imagine it's a similar situation to Dudley's, what's it called? You know what I mean? Where he ducks under and then you can do a punch or a kick.
Well, that's more generous. You know?
I don't remember what the name is.
That's
You
more...
ever tried doing it in 4?
Sorry?
You ever tried doing it in 4? It feels kind of brutal in 4. Wait, no, actually, no, I'm wrong. It's 3.
Yeah.
3, it's pretty tight.
If I'm honest, I've never played Street Fighter 4. I think I mash buttons in it, you know, but I'm definitely more familiar with 3 than 4. And I know how Dudley's I don't know what it's called, backswing or something, works in that. I know it is the move that he cancels into corkscrew from to fuck you over if you try to throw out a projectile. That's what I know it as.
Oh man, at least fun. At least a great character. Fuck
He's
it.
cool.
This was fucking nerve-wracking.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, wait, how long has this tournament been going on for? Holy shit, 2.5
let's see.
hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. Wow, I didn't think we'd be this long, but sure, look at here we are.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think we were that long. Like, it simultaneously feels about right, but like, ugh. We're not. What's the most fun?
Right, and now whoever's left in chat, I want you to vote now before I close the stream. Do I include the Jeopardy pre-stream with the VOD, or do I cut it out?
So, Peon,
Speak now or forever
hard
hold
to-
your peace. Go ahead.
Down the door. I object. No, but seriously, if it's okay, you said you were going to release the video.
It'll be
of
on
the
my
stream at some
YouTube.
point. Could I have a link? I'd really like to examine my replays and see how I could do better. That and see the matches that I missed. 'Cause I'm sure a lot of players did well.
Yeah. It's gonna be a few days before I get it up. It might be a day or two actually. But I'll probably be posting it in announcements, so you'll see it there.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't really have. I don't think I have any Redder content on my YouTube at the moment either. So actually, I have the exhibition match from Heritage for Our Future, but that's like 1 5-minute set. You know, not much. Legacy of Thug must be preserved. You're not wrong.
By the way, it's Heritage for the Future.
No, I know what the name of the game is. Myself and Capito Chode, who was in voice chat earlier playing Jeopardy with me, we ran a charity event, Poverty FGC charity event. We called it Heritage for Our Future, and we ran 10 different games over 10 hours.
Jesus.
The stream just one after another. One of the games that was meant to appear was Red Earth, but some of the timing got messed up in terms of the tournament, so something needed to be cut, and Red Earth was the smallest game anyway. So we turned the tournament into an exhibition.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was back in December. And I still haven't fulfilled all the donation goals. My God, trust if anyone here in voice chat has been waiting on those, I would have you know, I definitely would have gotten them done by now if not for the COVID. It really put a kink in my plans, and the school work came slamming down, college work. Anyways, I'm exhausted now. I'm thinking I might call a close to this tournament now. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who came here. Thank you to our second place Yoshin. It's a very tight play from yourself. I have
Thank
to
you.
get
I
some
appreciate
some
that.
sets in with you at some point, bro.
Hell yeah.
And
If I may, thank you both for allowing me to chill in this channel, you know, while matches were going on. I really appreciate that.
oh no
Um,
worries.
but also, like, genuinely just awesome stuff from everybody. This was the first tournament I've ever been in, and it was honestly it was a great experience.
Oh
Genuinely, thanks to everybody. It was awesome. Thank you.
yeah, it's brilliant, guys. Anyway, I'll have the VOD up soon, and I'll talk to you later.